Alright, food has been scarfed down. I think we're ready. Let's do it. Hello everybody, welcome to the rare Monday stream. Shino the Penguin, welcome to another Uma. I apologize for being a bit MIA over the weekend. I know I said I was probably most likely not going to stream, but I do apologize for not even, posting anything about my progress. So, yeah, it was a busy weekend, so touched grass, met friends, all that good stuff. But we're here now, so to make up for the fact that I did not stream at all Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, a rare Monday stream, crazy. Yeah, so we'll just kind of get into some casual stay gold runs. I've been saving up my runs with her for stream just because I wanted to get an initial impression live in person sort of thing. So we'll be able to see kind of what she's all about. And I say in the title that she's not so new just because there's been other characters since that have come out, but technically she's still available in the gacha, so for all intents and purposes she is pretty much new. And she is the newest character, technically speaking, so with that being said, we'll might get right. Wow, that was words. Get right into the game. Christ almighty, that scared me. Friggin' Marvelous Sunday. Also, this is loud. Hold on. Might be loud for y'all. 1 second. It's just probably loud for me. I don't know. I think it's fine. Hold on, let me test. No, I think that's fine. Okay. I just got marvelous jump scared. Alright, what was I saying before I got jump scared? Oh yeah, technically she is the newest character. I mean, right now in the gacha, she's still available. But no, it's the dreaded trend that they're doing now where it's like the third costume from the events. So the event already ended, but like they have the third costume now, which is Bubblegum Fellow. I don't even know how good she is, to be honest. I don't really care that much about Bubblegum Fellow, and I already know her original costume is already good anyway, so... And I don't usually pull for alternates anyway. So... Well, we'll just dive straight into the Stego runs. And now that I think about it, it has been actually quite some time since I played this game. When was the... Hold on. Not even joking. I legitimately think the last time I played, or did a run, was, yeah, it was a fan run. And that would have been before the new year. So, yeah, 12:30. Oh my goodness, it's been oh my god, it's almost been 2 weeks since I played this game. I mean, I still log in, don't get me wrong. I do, like, the login daily, or, like, the other dailies, but I don't play runs, which probably might not be great, because that's, like, gem economy right there. That's, like, a waste. That's, like, 300 gems I could have gotten. But, I don't really care too much. Any losers? Stay gold. Okay, so let's see. So stay gold, gold skills, jokes. I mean, these aren't specifically tied to any strategy. But I mean, she is a backliner for all things. Well, she's not really. I mean, she could still be a pace chaser. So maybe. But if I look at the rest of her, they're all very generalized. But yeah, if you look at her, yeah, I mean, look right there, that's her unique skills based on late surger and closer. So for some reason, I don't know why, and I could be wrong, but I feel, and I should probably, hold on, that's outdated, let me just hide that. Yeah, for some reason in my head, I'm thinking to raise her as an end closer, but I don't even know if that's actually correct. Yeah, I don't know. But I think we'll just raise her as, I mean, either way, backliner, right? Even if it's, no matter if it's end or late, I mean, it's still gonna be like a backliner anyway, so I have the general Umas for that at least. I'll try to build her as I mean, mid-long is just right. She is not, wow, she's a G in Mile. That's interesting. Okay. In that case, let me try and go for, I mean, can't go wrong with a good measure Orion. Is this a 9-mile measure? It is. No, it isn't. Okay. This one might be good for mid. Yeah, we'll go for that one. And then, let's see, for my next trick, Sakura Laurel. I think this is a long, yeah, I have a lot of long, yeah, there we go. 6 long factor. That's good shit. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Before... Oh, man. Go back to when I'm doing this. Wait, no, this is... Oh yeah, these are the cards I'm going to be using for the CM. Anyway, CM stuff. We'll worry about that when if we train CM today. But I think we will not be doing that yet. I don't know why I'm talking this accent. Okay, well, that's the fun. Now that we have Stego, we can't use Stego, so I guess we just have to settle with Orphe for our Guts card. Actually, do we want to use Gut card? No, we don't. Why do we want to use Guts card? That's a horrible idea. Let me just Almond Eye. Wait, I'm not gonna use High Voltage, right? Because I'm training her for mid-long. So this is, let me just reset this. Let me just rethink this one. I'll just use my general good card lineup. Doesn't have to be too specialized, so let's go with Almond Eye. Almond Eye. And actually, now that I think about it, if we're gonna be training her as a late surger, Aruvu is probably a good one for that, so I can use my Aruvu card. Stamina Shakur, most likely, so I think I just passed her. No, I didn't. She's right here, yep. And then Power. I mean, Tama, right? Tama for the longer ones, so we'll go Tama. I mean, Simply Rudolph is still generally good wit card, but I have Satono Diamond, right? So like that also might be an option. Yeah, we'll do Satono Diamond if I'm gonna be doing. Well, okay, I think for all intents and purposes, I'm doing this as a late surger for now, and then we'll see how the rest of that goes. In the meantime, eat. Yeah, eat. Okay, let's do it. Let's see how Stego is as a character. It's always fun to do like an initial route just to see like how everything goes. I'm not going to be reading the story for all intents and purposes just because I don't have that much of a good understanding of Japanese, but like, we'll just, that's a good, I understood that, that's a good trip. And nice starry sky. Of course she is in her, I think that's not even her race outfit, I think that's just her normal outfit. I know she has a casual outfit, and I know her casual outfit's very Southeast Asian core. Like, if you know, you know. I think we'll see it eventually, but it's very Southeast Asian tourist vibe. But anyway, I'll just kind of skip through these. I also can't get over how small she is. Like, I just think that's hilarious. I don't know, it just feels weird. It just doesn't feel right. Not that it really matters that much, but it's just kind of interesting to me. Also, man, it's gonna be a bit of a transition because I've been doing a lot more of the EN side of things just because I've been grinding out the event. So I'm actually more used to playing the English version rather than the Japanese version right now. So this is gonna be kind of interesting getting back into this, trying to remember how to make my OP Umas. But I think I should remember. Then again, like I said, it's actually been a while since I played a run in this version. But I don't think that should have too much of an effect. Excuse me, I got a cough real quick. Yeah, that's not good. I'm hoping I'm not getting sick again. Because I was at the convention, or a convention on Saturday, which was really fun stuff. Whole bunch of Uma, like a lot of Uma artists, a lot more than I thought there'd be, to be honest. Especially since the last convention I went to, it wasn't that many, but I think it's just that the artists are finally catching up with, or like it's a good amount of time where the artists finally have made all the kind of fan art and all the stuff that they can sell, so it makes sense. The fun thing was they had like a little kind of ribbon rally going where you have to go like 47 different places and just get ribbons. Unfortunately, I was a bit too late in getting all the ribbons, so I didn't get all of them, and I was only there for one day anyway, so it's going to be kind of hard to get all of them in one day. But it was still kind of fun just doing kind of little fun like activities. Like some of them were like, oh, like get on all fours and neigh, or like, oh, like name, like I like the ones that were more gatekeepy, like name 5 characters that aren't implemented in the game yet, or like aren't trainable in the English game yet, because that is definitely going to be harder for some people. Hint, hint. I will also say that I think it's kind of funny that I do have one funny story that came out of that. I was at a stall with somebody, or like, yeah, I was at a stall with somebody, and like, it was like, they had like, I think it was just like this kind of like, popular, like it was, how do I describe it? It was like, their task was like, oh, like, vote for your favorite Uma, but there was only like 6 Umas, and they were all like, you know, the popular ones, like Golshi, Oguri Cap, Haru Urara, that kind of thing. So I was with my friend for almost all the convention, and like we were walking around. I was kind of dragging him. Like he plays Uma, but he wasn't doing the stamp or the ribbon rally, so I felt kind of bad that I was just dragging him around places. But yeah, I was talking with him, and I was like, man, you know, let me just get like an Ines food, like an Ines, and just put it right there. And then the guy next to me thought that I was saying Agnes, so he's like, don't call him Agnes, bro. And I'm like, no, Ines. And he's like, oh, Fuji. And then he just walks away, and I'm like, okay, gatekeepy bullshit. I mean, I understand. Like, don't get me wrong, I totally get the whole thing of don't call him Agnes, don't call him Daiwa, don't call her Haru, you know, that kind of stuff. But do not put that bullshit on me. You know, just don't get all uppity on me for your hearing mistakes. That kind of honestly did put me in a bit of a mood. I was just like, I still can't get over that, because that guy, I actually think that guy's pretty famous, because he's actually, not to call people out, because this might be a little bit too doxy, but this is the guy who is pretty famous on Twitter for like kind of being the organizer for a lot of events. Because I recognize him, because I guess this is gonna be super doxy, but he has the beard, right? He cosplays like characters, and he has the beard. So I kind of recognized him, and I'm like, man, this guy's just gonna straight up try to be all gatekeepy to me, and I'm just like, if only he knew. But I was just like, that was kind of funny. Anyway, here's Gorushi. The roommate antics. I always do think it's funny too that Gorushi ended up being, or that Stego ended up being Goldship's roommate. Like, of course it did. That makes so much sense. You know, we waited 4+ years for who's going to be Goldship's roommate, only to figure out that, oh, it's actually this character who's almost gone half the time because, you know, deadbeat dad sort of thing. So, because that's the meme, right? That she's the deadbeat dad who doesn't take care of her kids. Or he, she. That's the other thing. It's like, Sego's very male-coded. I think that's another kind of factor for her popularity, is that she's very male. She's like, I mean, there's a lot of male-coded characters in this game, and I say that as in like very kind of masculine driven. Like I'm thinking like Orphe, Simply Chris S, Dream Journey, Nakayama Festa, those kinds of characters. Honestly, a lot of the characters in the Stay Gold line kind of fit that to a degree, because you can argue Fenomeno too, and honestly a little bit with Goldship. What the hell? That was a little creepy. Yeah, see, okay, oh man. We caught the little glimpse of her, whatchamacallit, of her casual outfit there. Good stuff. That's not gonna, I'll be fine. Oh, thank goodness, okay. I need to use my last thingamajigger. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna be 4 short. Oh, that's deeply unfortunate. Oh, well, I'll just get it next time. Okay, let's see what her winning animation looks like for the non-G1 races. But let me kind of go through these real quick. Also, what does her intro, the Paddock Stable intro, look like? Because I don't think I've actually ever seen it. Oh, that's so casual. It's just her like, yeah, I'm here. Alright, let's go and yeah, we'll watch it from the third person, not a first person point of view. I'll probably skip it too, to be honest, because like it's just a debut race, so kind of get through this. Yeah, look how small she is compared to everyone else. It's like, jeez. So she's so, how do I say it? It's like laid back. She's just like, yeah, you know, I did it. Good job, everybody. Why did I expect her to suddenly drop and fall backwards or something? I don't know, but that was like my first instinct. Good job, good debut. Man, her voice really is deep. He's actually just straight up a guy. No, there's actually... Oh yeah, there we go. There's our... There's that... I was about to say Seattle, that's not right. Southeast Asian. I mean, that's SEA. That's what I was thinking of it, but then I was like, C, and then it's like, oh wait, but then that's not exactly what it is. Anyway, so Southeast Asian tourist coded ass outfit. I'm just gonna kind of skip through these. Yeah, you did it, hooray, good job. The other thing and I don't know too much about her story, but the glimpses of what I've heard / what I know is that apparently her story is kind of in the vein of like Neo Universe and Still in Love, where it's she kind of breaks the meta a little bit. She knows, kind of in a sense, that she is in this kind of reincarnated universe in this game, so forth, and like she's like, oh, I'm aware of my history of like kind of being in this weird kind of intersection between these different eras, and it's just like kind of understand, okay, well, apparently she doesn't like something happened with that burger. Also, where's my date event? I just realizing that. I was like, hello, date event? Yeah. Alright. Oh, there it is. Speak of the devil. Nicely done. Nicely done, hero. Okay, let's see, any good shenanigans? We'll go with this shenanigans. So nice to be able to get all of the characters into Friendship Rainbow Training mode this early. I'm so used to struggling to try and get all that in the English version. Oh yeah, look at that, having tea with McQueen. Infiltrating the Medriel clan. Okay. But yeah, no, the convention was fun. I was able to actually find an artist who had something Ines Fujin related. Granted, it was like pretty much all of the cast of characters. It was like a very small, like kind of keychains, like a phone charm sort of thing. But I was like, it's Ines, you know, it's just like, this is probably gonna be one of the only times I'll see any artist have something Ines related. So I'm like, I'm gonna buy it. And so I did. And so I'm thinking I'm just gonna probably attach it to my keys or something, you know, just kind of have that extra little flair to it. But that was good. That was actually the only thing I bought. Surprisingly, I didn't really buy that much this time. Usually I'm like, you know, buying a whole lot of things when I'm at a convention, but this is one of the few times when I really didn't buy that much. Mainly because I was with somebody else and I felt kind of bad. Because the thing is, when I'm alone at a convention, I take my time to kind of meticulously go through all of the different kind of tables and artist alley, exhibition, all that stuff. This time I kind of just more or less just kind of, well, the Ribbon Valley just kind of guided me through a lot of stuff, but if it wasn't for that, I probably would have just kind of, it would have been a more casual, like, oh, let's just kind of go through some places and then see if there's anything interesting. But I didn't really put that much, I guess it wasn't really that much, I wasn't really that meticulous this time around, I guess, for lack of a better word. Wow, this is literally all, the only outfit she wears, huh? That's the thing, I would not have been surprised if this ended up being her, like, casual outfit. That would have actually been really hilarious if they just made this the casual outfit. But of course she has to have something that's actually, like, you know, casual. I think this is more of the what do you call it? Standard outfit. The traveling outfit. The traveling / racing outfit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's go with that one. I do have to start probably getting some data events going at some point. But I'm in no rush, because I think I've learned from the last few streams, I think I've been a bit too gung-ho about trying to get all... Is this just get the same... Is this just the same option for all three? Okay, it is. I love when that happens. And I got the bad option, of course I did. Yeah, if there's anything I learned from, I think, the previous streams I did before, it's just like... Or like the last few ones I've done, it's just like, I think I've been way too gung-ho about getting the date events going, and then later I run out of tickets, and then I don't have any date events left, and then I just kind of screw myself over, so we're not going to do that. We're going to be a bit more careful about things this time around. Oh, look at that. Now that's good timing. Also, if you hear my fan in the background, I apologize, because I just got out of the gym exercising. I've been trying to be a bit better about actually doing cardio exercising. I'll say that the Umamusume, or like, yeah, Umamusume songs are actually really good for like cardio. I don't know what it is. It's just like, because not all of them have like the same kind of high BPM intensity, but it's just like a lot of them just work really well as background for like running and like doing any sort of cardio. So I've been using that as kind of my OST while I've been kind of on the treadmill, which has been kind of really nice, honestly. I would highly recommend. You know, it's nice, and I definitely do need to be a little bit better. This feels like something that's gonna get me mood down. Yep. Alright. Alright. What am I doing? How do you play this game? It's been so long. You need to be a little bit better about playing this game though, especially since I'm in a circle that has a fan quota. Then again, I could be a bit more better about not having to play every day, because I can just grind out events, or not events, fans. Thanks to the good old auto run feature. If it wasn't for that, I honestly would have probably quit my circle way back. But ever since they implemented that, I've been a lot better about actually just kind of keeping my quota, even though they've increased it, my circle. Gotta keep our A+ rating, I guess, you know, and that's fine because that gives me enough rewards, and it all pays off in the end. Are they in the abandoned island or something? Well, something about barbecue. We'll do guts. Guts is gonna be something I'm gonna be a bit iffy about, especially since I don't have a guts card dedicated right now. This would honestly probably be a good time for a date event, because there's no good training going on right now. And then I can use that, get that going, and then I could probably do the date, or not the date, the onsen event right now, and then have that going. What are we doing here? Let's just get all the parameters up 3. Okay. Right, let's see. I'll just do, actually no, for a second I was gonna do the whole thing that I was gonna do, which is that shenanigans. Unfortunately, Stego is not one of those characters that... Actually, no, she has the ear covers. Now that I look at it right now. I should pay closer attention to what she looks like without the ear covers, because it's always kind of funny to see that. Maybe funny isn't the right word, but like I find it interesting at least. There's definitely characters that you're so used to seeing with the ear covers. Oh, that's what she looks like without the ear covers. Oh, okay. That's cool. Honestly, some of my favorite ears, I mean, other than simply Chris S, who, I mean, is known for her unique ears, is like Nice Nature. I actually really like her ears. In the least creepy way that I can think that I can say, in the least creepy way that I can say that, but it's nice. I like it. Oh my god, she's in the... I guess they're all wearing their casual outfits, but I just love how it's, you know, this little kind of gala event. Meanwhile, she's in her casual outfit, just being like, oh yeah, here I am. This one. Okay. Stamina. Okay, that's interesting. Wait, what is her bonus? Oh, I forgot to do a race. Whoopsies, I should have probably just done hopeful stakes. Shit. Okay, 20% guts, 10% stamina. That's alright. Let's just do one of these bad boys. I'm sure I'll have a opportunity. I always don't like the, especially in this scenario where it's you get only like half of the amount of points that you would get, or like half the amount of dig that you would get from like normal training. by doing races. And so it always feels like kind of a little bit of an int, you're just kind of inting yourself. I guess I cut. Well, no, I'll wait. I'll try and hold off until way the end, and hopefully, yeah. You don't have to give me the warning. Yeah, this might be a good time as any. And I think there should be. Nope, just kidding. It's all mile races. Oops, all mile races. It's fine. I can do. Ooh, I can do a lot of options actually. We'll just get that going. Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't really matter. I don't have any tickets anyway. Joke's on you. Also, unrelated, I really like Arubu's character design. I don't know what it is, but like, I really love. Well, I always think it's funny when characters have like, you know, the bang that covers their eye like this. But I really do love the kind of the little mole on her, like right under her mouth there. I don't know what it is. It just really adds a nice touch to her character, and then her ears too. Anyway, let's stop. I'm gonna stop talking about that, and we'll just do that. Okay, now I should do a race. Just kidding. I think the next one should have a G2 race. That might be better. Well, let me look at my options. Oof. Just do one of these bad boys, and then I'll do a race. Well, I kind of have to do a race, otherwise my run's over, so I'm forced to do. Fuck. Shit. Well, I think our run's over, boys and girls. I'm just gonna... That's not the right button. I was gonna quit and pretend that didn't happen. Actually, you know what? No. Here's what we can do. I'm just gonna take the L. Man, I thought... Did they change that? I swear that you used to be able to do G2 races even if you didn't do... Even just from the debut race. Did they raise that? I swear you used to be able to do... Okay, wow. I'm just gonna do this. And then that'll be the end of that run. Wow, it's been a while since I've had that happen in the Japanese version. Yikes. Okay, well, this is what happens when you don't play the game for 2 weeks. Or not do any runs for 2 weeks, sorry. I've still been playing the game, but... Alright, good job everybody. C rank. that's yikes. Okay, it's fine. The only reason why I did that was just because I get credit for the Tachyon thing anyway. Do I? I do. Okay, thank goodness. We take those, we'll take those. And then, I get a story, technically. Isn't that hilarious? Okay. I'll just kind of skip through this quick. Boy, I hope anybody wasn't watching that, because if they are, that would be very embarrassing. I promise I'm much better at this game than that. Okay, anyway. Let's do that again, except, you know, better. And not stupidly. Get my rewards. And also, look, you get all the rewards first, so... That's the reason why I did all that. Okay. Now... We'll do the same thing we just did. Except not stupidly. And I'll use one of my 1900 toughness things, and we'll do that. Okay. It's fine. Fine, that was just a warm-up run. Warm-up run for what's to come. And hopefully we can kind of breeze through this first part because I've already done all this. We'll just do that. Wow, isn't that the exact same thing that happened last time, the first event? That's kind of funny. No. Okay. Keeping it the same. Hopefully... Actually, you know what? Hopefully we get slightly better results than we did last time, because last time we didn't really get off to the greatest start. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but like, I didn't get the first onsen done until after my debut. Oh, look at that, see, already much better. Already got the date event. Much, much better. Buena. Oh geez, that's not great. Let's just get that out of the way, I guess. Wait, didn't... Oh wait, no, it's fine. I was like, I thought I was wasting... onsen tickets, but you only get one anyway, so no big deal. Oh, this is the one that has the same options no matter what. Okay, same consequences no matter what. Okay, well, I see how it is. Let me just get that going. Get some hella extra bonus. Hella extra energy. Get that training going. I love how it just keeps giving me energy. It's like, that's not really that needed right now. I have way too extra energy. I appreciate the sentiment though, I guess. Wow, okay. That's not really that good. Man, I know I was going on about not using any of my, or like not going gung-ho on date events, but I kind of feel like that's... My options are that bad, I might as well just get it going. I know it's pre-debut and I already have 2 going. That kind of feels like that's a little too soon. But it's fine, I'll just be a little bit more careful about future date runs, or future date events. I think... Oh shoot, I don't think I'm gonna be able to... Nope, I'm not. I'm gonna be short again. I'm gonna not be able to get this until after the debut race, unfortunately. What is this one? Oh right, this one. Torena. These all suck. Okay. Oh, I was gonna... Oh, right, because I'm gonna get an on-site ticket. Yep. You right. Thanks for the warning. And the nice thing is now I can see what this looks like. Oh my god. So freaking casual. She's just like, oh, hey. And then, oh, hey. Just waving at her trainer. Very low-key. Honestly, I kind of like it. I wasn't the hugest fan of Stego, to be quite honest, but I think like a lot of characters when I do their initial runs, I'm starting to warm up to it a little bit. It's kind of nice. Right. Yeah, let's see. Ooh, yes. I'll do that one. Okay, I gotta... Hold on. I'm gonna forget, so let me go through all this shit real quick. Okay. Race in the mountains, what? Okay, stamina. Okay, I was gonna say, before I forget, I'm just gonna straight up remind myself to put hopeful stakes here. Okay, there we go. There we go, that should be helpful. Let's see, let's do one of these bad boys. As well. Yeah. I was like, do I use my onsen ticket? But I was like, nah, I'll just save it until right now. Unless that happens, I guess. In which case, I will not use my onsen ticket right now. Well, yeah, I can't fail 2%, right? If I failed at 2%, I would have been very disappointed. Okay, thanks. Actually, you know what? It's still... Yeah, I'm sure your head hurts from all the lack of energy. So casual. Just like me. Hashtag relatable. Honestly, if I had to be any Uma, I would be probably closest to this one. I could definitely see myself being a Stego. Just being very casual, being like, yeah, you know, okay, there we go. Torena. Oh, I can't. Oh, frickety. Yeah, let's just do that one. Okay, I should be able to get it done in 2 turns if I'm not as stupid. Which that's looking very iffy, honestly. If I don't get anything good next time. Ooh, it'll be fine. There's no way I'm gonna be short by 1, and if I am, I'm gonna be disappointed. Let's see. Do we want that one? Let's get some good wit going. It's a lot of wit right there. Okay, am I actually gonna be? Oh, thank the goodness! Thank the goodness! If it wasn't for that, I would have been short by 1, and I would have been so miffed about that. I would have had to find more adjectives to describe how annoyed I would have been. Okay. Let's get that. Let's get that. Yes. How many more turns do I have until... what are you? You are my papa. Okay. We have 4 more turns until the end of... Okay, so... Let me think. Well, first let me get some more power in ya. Okay. The other thing is I should probably use that Tate event real quick. Go. And then, let's see, is there anything... Honestly, there's nothing good here. I honestly might just... If there's a good... Yeah, I'll just do this. Just get this out of the way. So I don't have to use it during a turn that might have a good training in. Launcher being casual. Hey. Yo. What was this one? Either this one or I'll go this one. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's take that one. And then, yeah, it's going to remind me to do... Yeah, because I don't need it anymore. I don't need that race anymore. In fact, look at... Oh my god, look at that. Damn. Damn, son. Where'd you find this? Yeah, I know I'm skipping a race. Who cares? Alright. And with that... We are now... Onsen. We are now in Onsen. That is my life now. Also, I said my... I know this is jumping into a completely new topic, but... I made my thoughts clear about this during my last stream. Was it my last stream? Was Fall Guys? Yeah, I think Fall Guys was last. Yeah, okay, so it was during my last stream. But yes, I'm aware of the whole shenanigans, yeah. With the whole AI studio that Side Games has made, which is not a good sign. I'm just gonna say that straight up. Especially since their parent company is also very gung-ho about AI. So it's not great. I'm not straight up quitting the game, mainly, well, not mainly but a big reason is, look, I've been playing this game for, well, it's gonna be 5 years next month. I've been playing it since it came out. I've watched the anime since that came out, the first season, way long ago. That's actually almost about to be, I want to say that's actually almost been 10 years, which is insane to think about. But yeah, so I love this franchise. I love the characters, you know, I love the stories and all that. But if any generative content ever touches the game, I'm quitting straight up. You know, I'm not even gonna entertain the thoughts of it. I'm just out. So that's kind of how my status is right now. I'm just gonna continue playing this game. Cautious optimism that, you know, the company understands that people don't like AI, so, you know, maybe don't infiltrate the game with it. But yeah, for now, I'll just kind of reserve my money, I guess, you know. The only thing I haven't really spent that much money on this game in the recent months. I think the only amount I've really spent, to be honest, is like the monthly passes for the monthly, or like the premium pass for the monthly stuff. But I'm honestly about to earn that and like the monthly like kind of premium jewels or whatever. But I'm probably gonna cancel that, and I have to remind myself to do that. But I'm probably gonna cancel that just because I'm like, I don't want to. I just want to kind of put that. I just want to. I guess it's my way of just being like, you know, no to AI. You know, I'm just gonna cancel that. And if it goes the direction that I fear it's gonna go, we're gonna get even more extreme than that. But I think that's at least the first step to being like, yeah, we're just I don't support this. And a lot of people don't. So it's kind of insane to me how many companies are going all in on the generative AI stuff. I think my biggest example is something like Microsoft. Look at how freaking they're like, oh yeah, let's go all in on Copilot, yeah, you know, vibe coding. It's just like all of our code should be yeah. It's just like, yeah, how's that working out for y'all? Freaking the bug. Yeah, no, that's the right word. The bug-filled releases and all that. That's going great for y'all. Looks like. Yeah, the future don't look too great. I'm just at this point, I'm just gonna be cautiously. I'm just gonna have blind optimism that maybe it might get better, but I'm also kind of a realist, so it's like I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better. But anyway, that's enough negativity. Let's get back into the run with the G1 race. Let's see how this one goes. I mean, honestly, if it's anything like her real life, she's not gonna have a chance. Yeah, well, no. Okay, wait, hold on. He might be cooking. He might be cooking. Oh, Gimlet. I'm gonna watch this race. Let's watch it. Oh god, I hope I'm not getting sick. Because, like, a lot of my coworkers are getting sick. I mean, it's just been cold flu season. It's been a pretty bad one this year, so. And I already got sick, so, like, I'm hoping that means that I have some immunity, but I don't think that's how that works. I think that's just more of a COVID thing. But I hope that I have. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if I'm sick tomorrow or Wednesday. I mean, if anything, I think the convention is probably going to be what gets me sick. But actually, if that's the case, then I probably would have felt the symptoms today, maybe tomorrow. So if I'm still fine tomorrow, then hopefully that should be a good sign, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm just kind of keeping hydrated. Also because I just got back from exercise, so I'm just thirsty in general. Oh. Okay, so what does this look like? It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. There's definitely some underwhelming, unique skill animations. I feel like that one's pretty decent. Oh, there she goes. See you. Oh jeez, oh jeez, way ahead. There she goes. There she goes. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, That had to have been like, if I had to guess like 8 lengths, I don't think that was distance, but 9 lengths. I was actually kind of close. Wow. Good job, me. Good job, Stay Gold. Oh wow, it was an NPC 3rd place. That's kind of fun. Wow. The casual Uma once again being the casual. Yeah, that's kind of funny. The 3rd place was just this random Uma. Okay. Good for her. Good for her. Alright. Okay, how close am I to getting... I think 2 more turns? Okay, yeah. First, let me get this going. And then let me get one of these going. Yeah, okay, the next turn should... Actually, hold on. If I'm gonna do that... No, I shouldn't do the... I was debating on doing a date event, but that's probably not a good idea, because that means... Well, hold on. I'm gonna get 2 tickets right now. If I do the date event, I'm gonna get 3 tickets. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do a date event. I'm gonna save that for later. Have that going. I mean, we still get the 2 anyway, but kind of, I think I want to try and save as many as I can. And I think I have 2 more date events left, so, and I'm only still in the middle of the classic year, so I want to be a little bit more. I want to save up a little bit, make sure I'm not too crazy about that. Okay. Oh, she's facing Suzuka. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, Suzuka, Metro Bright oh, she's in Metro Bright's generation, is she? That's interesting. I'm not sure if that's actually a thing or if that's just a coincidence. Okay, wait, so this character, and I recognize her because she was the one who got 3rd last time. Is she has to be based on somebody who isn't in Uma right now, but like probably did really well. That has to be something similar to how, like in Kita-san Black Story, they didn't have Duramente, so like they had kind of like a stand-in version of her. That has to be something with that, because that's kind of crazy how she's second popularity with the circles there. Anyway, and easy money. There we go. All right, Deco time. Also, my game's kind of lagging. I'm not sure if it's a stream or my game's lagging, but it definitely feels a little laggy. Well, hopefully that's not an issue. Let's see, how do we want to do this? I'm gonna do that, and then I'll use my ticket. Top option, right? Yes, okay. Yeah. Okay, I've already used the onsen. I can't use it right now, the onsen ticket, but I can still do one of these. My guts isn't looking too great, so I kind of just want to spend it on that. Okay, now I do that. Yeah, it is the summer. It is that means it is hot. The case here too. Weather update. It's been very, very nice. I feel like my weather updates now that I moved to here is going to be a bit more underwhelming, considering the weather doesn't change as variably as it does when I was in Chicago. So maybe that's not going to be as fun as an update to give anymore. But yeah, who knows? Maybe it might rain one day. Wouldn't that be? I mean, there was a pretty good period where it rained last during the New Year's and stuff and Christmas, when I wasn't here, unfortunately. But it was still kind of fun to hear about. I think that might have been what caused the leak above my car that stained all my the top of my car, and then I had to clean that off. So that's fun. I love that happening. Let me just get... No, we'll just save that actually. Oh, that's really good. Really good timing. Oh no, what's happening here? The right side is a bit... This is what happens when you're using a non-standard dimension size over here with your phone tablet thing. Oh wait, no, that was right, okay. I used the wrong option for a second. Well, lucky for you, you can go to an onsen to take care of your headache, and now you're good. Anta. Who are you calling Anta? Thank you for referring to me by my actual title. Oops, almost just the wrong option there. What happens when you're not looking at your phone while you're playing? What is this again? Oh, okay. Okay. Ooh, do I dare risk it? I sure do. Oh, she changed her race. So instead of the Kika show, she's racing in the Tenno show. Oh wait, isn't this the race that... Isn't this the infamous race? The Suzuka race? The Bad Times race? Was it this one? No, that was... Wait, I don't remember. Was that the Takazuka Kinen or was that the Tenno show? Probably the Tenno show, right? Anyway, she's still, okay. Yeah, I think it was this race that she would have... Bad Times would have happened. Oh. Yeah, see, there is some weird kind of supernaturally element going on where it's like, oh, she's like breaking the actual thing that happened, or she's like breaking history or whatever. Like, oh, this was supposed to happen, but it didn't. Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. He's like, bye. Oh, I'm gonna win. Yeah, I'm actually gonna let this one play out. I was like, I'm not gonna skip through this one. Hold on, let me look this up. I'm actually, I'm like 90% sure that this is the race where the bad happened. But, let me double check to make sure. Yeah, it was this one. It was this one. Was it the specific one? Hold on. 98. $1998 Tenno show autumn. Tenno show autumn results 1994. Load. It was, yes, Stay Gold. Yep. And Stay Gold finished second in this race. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Alright. There you go. There you go. You didn't the bad didn't happen to you. You didn't break your leg. Good for you. Good for everyone. Oh, no, you did break your leg. Never mind. I'm sorry, I didn't actually read the story. I was just like, oh, context clues, but nah. Here, I stole this chicken. I stole this rotisserie chicken from Costco. I'm just referring to, I think it was like a meme I saw like a few weeks ago. It had to have been a few weeks ago at this point, but like when she first came out, where it was that scene where it's like she was having tea with not Suzuka, Medro McQueen, and she was just holding like a Costco like rotisserie chicken thing. It's like, oh, this is what I brought to this fancy tea party. It's like, that's actually what she would do. Fun. Okay. I desperately need to do this. In fact, that's probably not going to be enough. That's still good, I guess. Okay. Probably... Yeah. Well, here's my thinking. I'm like, oh, that's good. Okay. I was like, I'll save my onsen ticket for the next run. Or I'll save the date event for the next run, because I won't be able to do an onsen ticket the next time around. And then... hopefully that should still be fine. But who's to say? Yeah, I don't have any other good options, right? And thankfully I don't have any great trainings, it looks like, on here, so we'll just get this going. And then I still have one slot available anyway, so it's not a waste. There we go. Good shit. Also, wait, hold on, what are... I gotta do this. Gotta do this first. And then I'm like, what are the races that she has to do? She doesn't actually have that many required races. That's kind of interesting. She has obviously the Triple Crown races, only for that to be replaced by the Tenno show. And then she does the other Tenno show, and then Takarazuka Kinen, and then another version, and then more Autumn Tenno show, and then the Japan Cup. Wait, so she doesn't race the Arima, or she's not required to race the Arima Kinen. Okay, that's interesting. I guess the real horse didn't really? Or did she? I'm not actually too familiar. I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to what the real life horses did most of the time. Oh, what is this one? I'll just get the energy. If Dolbear leaves angry. Okay, now we're entering senior. I think we're at a pretty good pace so far with senior year. It is still kind of too early to say though. The fact that I've already got my energy, or not energy, speed up to 1200 plus, and then everything else is at a decent level is already kind of a good sign. And then that wasn't even close to getting finished, but we just gotta get this not legendary, the Yukoma one first, and then it's a legendary one. I'll get the energy, sure, why not? Ooh, yes, yes. I was like, do I use my onsen ticket for? Actually, no, I should use the onsen ticket first. That was honestly my mistake. Hey, congratulations, carrot bundles. Bundle of carrots. Now I use the onsen ticket. Yeah, we'll do that. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, this is the Valentine's event. Yay. We did it. We did it. I don't know what we did, but we did it. And now, we do this. I have one date event right. Or one date event left. So I'm still honestly good on everything in that front, and that's good because I can do that. Nice cock. Ooh, yes, we will do that. Okay, give me energy. Also, man, Bukador. Bukador is one of the, I think, at this point, Bukador is, I think, my most anticipated character to come out. There's still, like, a few others. I mean, obviously, Aruvu's one that I'm interested in. Who else? Off the top of my head. Off the top of my head, those are the ones I can kind of remember, but I'm sure there's others that I'm forgetting. I'd have to look at the character list and see. Dude, let me do that real quick. Let me take a little bit of a detour while we watch this happening. Kind of go back to Game Tour real quick and see what we got. Also, let me see what factors we got. There we go. Long S long. And Saige. Characters. No, sorry, I meant. Wait, no, yeah, characters. Character profile list. There we go. I mean, Almedai, I'm like 95% sure is going to come out the 5th anniversary. Here, let me just, I'll take a little bit of a break. Let me just, this over here. And then let me put this over here. And then let me switch on over to my desktop so y'all can see what I'm seeing. If you can see what I see, if I zoom in a little bit. Why didn't it zoom in? Questions we ask ourselves. There we go. Okay. I mean, yeah, Aruvu. Yeah, Almond I'm like 95% sure it's gonna come out in the 5th anniversary. Yeah, Blast One Piece. Yeah, Bukador, I think, yeah, #1. Dansu Flame's already out. Daring Heart, I think this is the last of the 4 from that group. Daring Tact. Oh, Daring Tact's another one I'm kind of interested in. Let's see. Let's see. This is making me realize that a lot of these characters are actually already out. Lucky Lilac, yeah, it's another one. This also includes some of the NPCs too, which is kind of interesting. Voice and Voice, I'm sure is probably going to follow the path of the other Canopus members and might be like wait, no, yeah, she has come out, yeah, so maybe like a 2-star 1-star sort of situation. Although Sounds of Earth did end up being a 3-star anyway, so Chitose was another one I'm actually really interested in. Let's see. Yeah, man, wait, this is actually making me realize there are not that many. I guess this is why they're being a bit more slower with the release of characters, like new playable characters, because there really aren't that many left in the roster that aren't trainable yet. There's like a handful, but like the majority of these characters are pretty much already out. Kind of crazy to really see/say. Then again, I feel like 5th anniversary, they're probably gonna announce a whole cast of characters similar to what they've done with previous anniversaries. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they went that route. I mean, I'd be shocked if they didn't, to be honest. So, any users. Let's go FanFest. But yeah, then I think off the top of that list, Bukador, Chitose-O are probably the 2 most anticipated for me right now. There was one other that I think I just completely... I said the name, but then I've already blanked on it. What was it? No, not you. Get the zoom out. There's one other, right? I said that. Oh yeah, Daring Tact. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see when those come out. I'm like kind of hopeful Bukador comes out sometime soon, but like let's probably not. I mean, she is in the starting screen, whatever you want to call that, like the starting, like when you first load the game, like that screen, she is in that image, so that makes me kind of hopeful that she should be there, but I don't know. Alright, let's see who my competitors are for... Oh, it's, Bright. Okay, Metro Bright. Yeah, it's Metro Bright, and then I don't know about the rest of these being canon, but Okay, because I'm OP and I'm gonna win all my races. Or I'm not winning the races, Stego's winning the races. There we go. Oh, and then here comes the Overlord, here comes the heir of the Overlords. Yeah, Stego's character, or not character, her career is very interesting in how she's... I don't know, there's definitely... I'm just thinking, like, because there's people in sports where it's like, you know, they kind of played for so long that they kind of have played in the same era, like, in between, like, multiple, like, eras. I'm just thinking, like, somebody, like, in baseball, who's a good example? Like a Jamie Moyer, like how he like played so many years, and he's like the same teammate. He was teammates with like people from like, maybe this isn't a good example, but like Alex Rodriguez might do it. I remember seeing there was one person who like played with somebody from the 50s and then played with somebody who was still playing and only retired like last year. Like that's like that kind of longevity. And that's kind of one same thing I'm thinking with Stego, where it's like she was kind of racing at the same time as like Suzuka and Spei, and then like same time as kind of Opera O and all those characters, and then it's just like kind of still kind of in like all the characters that she faced off against is just like, oh, there's like a whole bunch of them. I did not mean to click that. Now that I think about it, wasn't there, I think in the Arima Kinen, and it's funny that she isn't, that's not a required race, but I remember seeing an image of all the characters that she has to face in Arima Kinen is literally just, there are no NPCs. It's like every single character is like an Uma, non-NPC Uma, who she's faced in the past. And so it's just a whole bunch of just like all these characters, like an all-star cast. So I'll just kind of, that's the reason why I just remember to have that Arima Kinen there. Just to see how that goes. Okay, so now that's done. We'll go back to doing this shenanigans. Hopefully getting this done before the legendary onsen gets to us. That's not what I meant to click, but okay, that's cool. I don't even know what I actually meant to click there. I think I just randomly did that. Yep. Let me do one of these bad boys. And then, ooh, that's tempting. Yeah, I'll do that. That doesn't take that much energy. And then here comes the Takarazuka Kinen, featuring none other than insert character here. Ah, wow! Look at the. That was what, Suzuka? I mean, Suzuka would not have technically. Yeah, Air Groove, Fuku Kitaru, right? Buena Vista for some reason? I mean, yeah, she shouldn't be there, but yeah, you get the idea. I only said those characters because I saw them briefly appear during that pre-race kind of montage or whatever. Okay. Yes, don't do this. Okay. Ooh, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Ah, see, that's what I was afraid of. I was like, oh, it could be a little bit better. There we go. There's a little bit better right there. I mean, I shouldn't be worried about that. That's still good. Ooh, damn! I forgot that just gets you all the way to the max at this late in the game. And there we go. Here's a jeez. Okay, let me just max out. Let me just max out speed real quick. Okay, well, it really just wants me. I'm gonna do a little bit of something different. Just because if I feel like I go all in on speed, it's probably going to be a bit too quick, and I'm probably going to max it out too soon. I do not want that to happen. What are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. This is just like Gorshi, where it's like, oh, it's just a random 3. You are my papa. Okay. Okay, now's a good time for one of these bad boys. You may be thinking that's a waste of energy, but you just saw what happened there. Wow, I have no other good options though, so I might as well just... I guess we'll just have that going, and then I'll just remember to not do any trainings on speed. Oh, it didn't finish before the Legendary Spring. Dang it. That's on me. That's my fault. I did not min-max well enough to finish before all that was said and done. Let's see. See, man, it really wants me to just keep on doing that, huh? Unfortunately for them, I think this is going to be the better option. Honestly, if I can get the rest of the trainee... Oh, this is... Wow, surprisingly, this is the first time this has happened. I was going to say, if I can get the rest of the trainings lined up well, I think this could be a pretty good run. Thank goodness. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do... Oh, I ran out of date events. Well, this is exactly the scenario I feared with the whole, oh, I'm gonna run out of onsen tickets. Let me do... I'll just do this. But then that's still gonna be... I kind of screwed myself over. Okay, it's fine. Thank goodness I have this race. And then I think... I really hope that I can get it done after this turn, but I might not be able to. And here's this. I saw Spare was part of that, so oh yeah, Golden Generation, there we go. This Stego was part of that too. Yeah, you know, from the Golden Generation to the new gen to the newer one to the even more newer one. See, there was Jungle Bucket. Good old Jungle Bucket. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get this done before the race. That's gonna suck. Let me get Stamina. I hardly know her. Unless... No way. Do I take the risk? 37. I'm gonna take the risk. Okay, thank goodness that actually worked out. And like my reasoning for that is like either once I get the onsen ticket, it's gonna get my energy up to 150 or like close enough to that. So, and this is this the one where? Oh yeah, I think this is the one where this is the famous one where Jungle Pocket ended up beating Teamapura O. Except I'm gonna ruin that by winning instead. Cause fuck you. Wait, let me see. Are we gonna get the the change in history? Yeah, you thought wrong. Stay gold. Stay gold, the greatest horse of the generation in the world. And technically that should be the end, but oh, okay, so Arima Kinen is required. Okay, that's kind of a funny twist. I was gonna say, like either way I was gonna race it, but I didn't realize that I was gonna end up being a required race. Alright. So with that, I can finally get this done. And then I don't think, unfortunately, I will be able to get the other onsen done after that. But we can sure as hell try. Option. And now I can get this going, and y'all can see the magic that happens as it goes from 6 to 156. Just kidding, 131. Haha. So you thought. It's fine. Doesn't have to be exactly. Let me see. Oh man, this is not really that great, if I have to be quite honest. Yeah, I don't think unfortunately I didn't get every didn't get all the stats to line up. So it's not going to be amazing, but to be honest, I don't really need it to be amazing. I just need it to be good enough for her to be in my CM team until I get all of her stories, which is usually how I go about it anyway, so it's good enough for me. And it's now the holidays, featuring Log Cabin. Yes, we are racing in this one. Before we do that, okay, I was gonna be like, before we do that, let me make sure I didn't need to use any of my onsen tickets. Alright, here comes the Arimakinen, featuring a whole all-star cast of characters. And look at all these characters. Yeah, look at that, seriously. Just saw like a whole flashing. But if you look at the cast of characters, see, there were no NPCs in this lineup. It is all Umas. In fact, that's the funny thing where it's like, it's kind of the little Easter egg that every single one of these characters are like in real life were, or that's a horrible way of starting this sentence. All of these characters were ones that the real life Seiko faced. So they've, at some point in her career, she has faced all of these Umamusume, which is crazy to think about. Anyway, she's gonna get first, so there you go. But yeah, look at that. Good ol' Stego. Getting it done. Hey Gabe, good seeing you, how's it going? It's going good, just first time with the Stego, just kind of been saving it for this stream, but it's interesting. I'm definitely warming up to her a little bit. She's a lot more casual than I thought that she'd be. Not that I really had any expectations to begin with, but she's very casual, which I vibe with. I vibe. And yeah, that was a stacked on Mikinen right there. No NPC characters, just all the Umas that we know. The good thing they all weren't like monsters though, because that would have actually been really scary. Oh man. Okay, well, hopefully this helps. Okay, well, that's not ideal. See, this is what I was worried about with the whole max. Oh, that would have been such a good bonus if I didn't max out my speed like an idiot, but instead, I'll just do this. Always a worry. Well, to be fair, even if I guess the alternative to the speed trainings I would have done wouldn't have, well, even if they weren't good, they still would have been better than just having 0, so, you know, it's either or. Again, it's been a little bit since I've actually done a run of this game again, so, this version specifically. But that should be good. Ooh, tempting. Do I go for the stamina? I think I should probably go for the stamina here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get, well, these are both pretty good. I'll just go for the stamina. Okay. I wonder, did they add Stay Gold to the 1999 Arimakinen story race? I wanna say, I would not be surprised if she was in that. Let me look that up. Do some more research. 1999 Arimakinen. So I mean, I know for that one. I mean, that was just kind of like a fantasy. That specific Arimakinen, that one that you just saw, was just like a fantasy one where it's like just basically every opponent that Stay Gold faced in her career. But I'm not sure if she actually was in that one. Yeah, she was actually in that one. Okay. I'm not gonna say how she did, but she was in that Arimakinen. Featuring Our friends Grass Wonder, Special Week, Mejuo Bright, Narita Top Road, Tsurumaru Tsuyoshi. There's a pretty good cast of characters here. AM Opera O. Yeah, alright. Interesting. But not the stack level what we just saw there. That would have been crazy. Oh, but wait, if you're referring to, I think you're probably referring to the actual story race. I don't know if they retroactively, or not retroactively, I don't know if they've added her. I know they made a few changes, specifically to, I think it was like the Oguri Cap. Or, like, it was a race that Oguri Cap was in, right? One that Arimakinen? That's the one you're talking about, yeah, I think so. Or not that one, but like, that was another story race. I don't think they added sequel to that one though, so. Oh. I was like, that's not good. And then I realized I didn't use my ticket. Okay, well that's slightly better. Okay. Now do I go for that or do I go for this? I think I'm just gonna go through this. Try and get as much. I know that means I'm probably gonna get wit checked. But frankly, I'm not using this for any competitive PvP things. I'm really just kind of... This is literally just the first run I've done of Stego. So, I'm just trying to get the best one I can right now. And frankly, I think I did a pretty decent job. I'm not sure if this is UA level, but I think this is pretty good. Especially coming off the fact that I haven't actually done a run in this version of the game in 2 weeks. So, no, we don't need to watch the song. I thought I froze there for a second. Okay. Let's see what this end story's like. Yep, leaving. Bye. No, I don't know if she's actually leaving, but... I would not be surprised if it was a whole thing of like, oh, let me just leave. Goodbye. I'm done. And now here's Dream Journey. And now here's my offspring to take care of... Yeah, wait, actually though, here's my offspring. They'll take care of the rest. My children, as I leave for the store to buy cigarettes. But what about the rest of her children? Don't oi at me. Oh, there. Speak of the devil. There's the rest of their children. Now we just need Nakayama to show up. I feel so sad for, or not sad. I feel so bad for Fenomeno Mamichin. It's like the only normal one out of the it's shaking. Like the only normal one out of the offspring. There she is. Okay. Yeah. That whole family is just one big mess. I'm excited for the upcoming CM because my Oshis are all meta. Summer Shuval, Anime Kita-san, and Sin Great Oguri. I am also excited. Because yeah, Shuval's actually one of my favorite characters too, and I was lucky to be able to get the swimsuit version of her, and it turns out she's actually meta, so it actually kind of worked out. But I'm probably going to do the same thing I did last time, where I just kind of force myself to use my favorite characters instead, even if they aren't even close to being meta. Like Ines and Datsu Flame. So I'm going to force myself to try and train them. Well, I'll probably do... Future streams are probably going to be me just kind of training up those two, just to have those ready for CM, which is actually coming up pretty soon, so I should probably get started on preparations for that, but I'm still trying to get ready for all that. And look at all these characters, all the characters that Stego has faced showing up. Cameos, and then she's just gone. She's not even there. Oh, there she is. Man, this is big Kino's Journey vibes. I mean, her whole outfit is just straight up Kino's Journey, but like this, that with the background, I'm just like, that is 100% looks straight out of the anime. Which reminds me, I actually need to watch it. I think I tried the remake of it like a few years back when that aired. I kind of, I don't know, I didn't really watch that much of it, but I tried. But I do need to watch the original, definitely. I'm just gonna actually skip through this a little bit. Alright, there you go. Good job, everybody. Alright, and with that, I can do the fun task of going through all this. Let me do that. And get all these skills done, and then we'll be all good to go. Yes. Yeah, late, okay. Sure means that these are good, this is good, that's good. That's fine. Wait, is she's S in, okay, she's S in long, so I should probably, honestly, oh shoot, if she's S in long, because the Autovu I brought was only for mid, whatever, that's fine. We'll still take it. Let me actually get the gold skills first before anything. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, see, that's for mid. Well, that's whatever. So we'll still take it. Okay. Still got plenty of points available for all of the shenanigans. Just kidding, I'm starting to run out already. Never mind. Whoops. Okay, there we go. This past CM I only got to B in Mile for Cheval, but after the CM I did an autoplay run with the same parents just due to dailies, and she got an S Mile but Horde stats and skills. Oh yeah, you were the one who was working on the Cheval, trying to get Cheval up for that CM. Yeah, that was. I still commend you for trying to do that. That was crazy. I feel like if a short CM is gonna come up, I don't know if I'm gonna be that dedicated to try and get Ines to be like to get up to speed for that. I mean, I might as well try, you know, just because why not? But like at some point, I feel like after like a handful of runs, I probably just might give up and be like, yeah, I already have other characters I like Ma-chan, who are more suited for this. Ma-chan or like Karen. But you gotta stay true to your favorite characters, so I commend you for that. Yeah, the past CM, now that I think about it, I don't think I actually really talked about it. Yeah, the past CM that I did, yeah, that was the past CM, right? So I used Ines, Dantu Flame, and what Gran Allegria. How did I even do on that? I actually don't even remember. I did not win, I remember that much. I think I got to A finals and I got, did I get to A finals? I remember I got second. I think I got second in B finals, so not amazing, but considering how much effort I put into it, which is honestly not that much, we take those, you know, it's fine, you know. Honestly, a miracle if I can get to B finals, or if I can get to A finals. I've honestly been pretty surprised at how well I've been doing on the English side of things. 'Cause I actually made it to A finals the last two CMs. I didn't win either of them, but I got really close. I think the second one, which I think the last one was the long CM. So that one I actually did pretty well because, or was the last one the long CM or was that one the medium CM? I don't even remember. Whichever one the long CM was, because I think I did pretty well on that one. That would have probably been 2 CMs ago, yeah, because the last CM was the medium one. I remember because I think I used Gold City, Oguri Cap, and Nice Nature? I think that's what it was, yeah, and then yeah, I think I got second in A finals on that one. Which is not too bad, not too shabby. I've also consistently been able to keep my Group 6 in the team trials, which is kind of crazy, considering that I never am able to do that on the English or the Japanese version side of things. Which is fine, I don't really care about, you know, like staying in Group 6, I kind of just hover between Group 5 and Group 6. You still get Group Words for that anyway. I got Group V, second place with Stingray, Oguri Cap, Cheval, and Minecraft. That's pretty good, pretty good. Could be much, much worse. Let's see, how am I doing on Okay, I have 2 reports available. Let me just do this with them. Okay, I only need 10 more. That's not too bad. Do I have any good parents I need to upgrade? That's the question. It is nice that this event happens once a month now in this game, at least in this version, so... You know, you don't have to try too hard to get good parents. Let's see, what about this one? I'm kind of trying to focus on ones that have like multiple of the same factors. So like I know there's like a few I had that like had like multiple long, multiple mile sort of thing. But I don't really know if I have any right now that are like that. And I think mid is pretty whatever. Yeah, that's whatever. Okay, what about this one? No, it's still gonna be 3. It's not gonna be great. Let me see. What about this Inus? Mid, mile, mile. Oh, if only she was mile. Dang, that would have been really good. I mean, that's still decent. I might do that one. But Inus isn't really that good of a parent, so like it wouldn't really be that helpful. But let me see. No. Actually, this one might be, because I know, I mean, Seiyun Sky is pretty much a required parent for most of the time for front runners, so maybe I might upgrade this one. Do I have any other Seiyun Skies? I mean, that could also be a thing. I think maybe I should just focus on the ones that actually are good parents. Oh, wait. Well, that one's already pretty much maxed out, so that's out of the question. Oh, what about this one? This Sin Grail recap. Wait, this one has potential. I mean, we have Maya. We have... Oh, but this one's only 2-star factor for Stamina, so that's gonna kind of suck. Alright, let's not do that. Okay, I'll do this off stream. I don't know. It's just because it just annoys me that I have the exclamation point here on the top. It's just like that's why I want to just take care of that. Oh, I should probably do this too. Can't wait for Takion to give us free stuff in Global. Can be a huge help. Oh yeah, I'm excited for when that becomes more commonplace in the English version, just so we can focus on, you know, not having to try too hard with the parents. It's just kind of nice having to have the upgrade there. Also, I think it's cool that Psy Games is going to give out IRL trophies for the top 96 trainers next League of Heroes. Yeah, that's true. That did look pretty cool. I don't know if I still would be... I feel like even no matter how hard I try, I'm still not going to get anywhere close to that. I'm going to have to go full whale if I want to do something like that, but... It's kind of cool that, you know, they're trying hard to, you know, like, make League of Heroes be a little bit more important, because I've always felt like League of Heroes just felt like a weird, like a less... And this is just my opinion, but, like, I've always felt like it was kind of like a weird, lesser version of, like, the Champions meeting. Like, I guess a more casual version, that's a better way of putting it, but, like, that's why I've never really put too much effort into trying to get good parents or good Umas for... That's not what I meant to click, okay. Yeah, I don't really try too hard for League of Heroes, and, like, I don't really... I think I've only gotten, like, Platinum 4, like, once or twice. So, and I can double check that, because I think I can see the title I have for that. Granted, I mean, you don't have to try too hard if you have good Umas to get Plat 4, so... It's a lot about me, but I don't know. From what I've seen, getting top 96, you cannot place lower than third more than once. Yeah, pretty much so. You know, that's absolutely never gonna happen for me, so... It's cool that that's a thing, but I feel like that's really just for the ultra whales who can pretty much just have all the cards and have all the good stuff there. And I am not one of those. No matter how much money I spend in this game, I don't spend that much money in this game. But yeah, let me double check on how many times I've gotten Plat 4. I don't think it's that much. There's been a whole bunch of League of Heroes. I don't know how much exactly, but it's definitely been a lot. And I think I've only gotten Plat for... Where are you? I think I passed it. I've gotten plat for. Where are you? Is that it? No, that's a different thing. These are my CM stuff. It might be not in this section. Let me go back up. Where is it? Did not? Or maybe it wasn't there. Do I just not have it anymore? Did it just take it away from me and it's just like, oh, you don't deserve any of this? Oh, here it is. I've only gotten it once. That's actually kind of sad. I thought I got it twice. Okay, maybe only once. All right, well that's fine. Oguri Cap, Ines Fujin, Transcend, Astro Machan. Here we go. So wait, that means how many times has it been? Like 10? There's been 10 League of Heroes? Okay. I feel like there's more than that, but maybe not. Alright, well there was your daily digital freaking out. Okay. Let me do one thing, which is put my new boy, Stay Gold. Where should I put you? I mean, it's definitely gonna be a downgrade, that's for sure, but who should I replace for now, I guess? I'll replace Jordan. Let me put Tannhäuser back up. And then we'll put... Where's Stego? Where are you? There you are. Okay. Except, she's at S for... Well, it doesn't matter. It actually would be better for her to be a mid anyway, because her skills are more aligned for mid. I'm just going to do... I'll do this, where I can just kind of skip through that real quick and see how I lose the next 3 races. Based on my past patterns of racing. Lose. And lose. And lose. There we go. And now they're disappointed. It's okay. Oh, and I get that too. I forgot about that. Good stuff. Last League of Heroes, I got Plat 3 and got carried by my Parade Falcon in Espoir City with my Dirt B Miles Shuval, kept placing 5th and 6th and rarely 3rd. Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, right, that was the one. Sorry, I got that confused. That was the one you were trying to train Shuval for. Yeah, that was, or like, I guess, Shuval doesn't have a good rating for Mile anyway, so either way, that was kind of a screw-in, but... Yeah, I think the last League of Heroes, I actually got pretty close. If I had used the characters I had trained before, because I started off using my my Team Trials characters, and I think I used Espoir City, Transcend, and Furioso. And I used the ones I have currently in my Stadium roster, and they sucked. And then I remade ones that were actually technically rating-wise, way less better. But they were actually way better for the CM, and if I'd used those from the beginning, I probably would have gotten Plat 4, but it is what it is, you know? It's just a lesson for the future. You don't have to have the amazingly highly rated Umas to actually do well. It's a good lesson there. Especially for League of Heroes. Alright, well, Tannhäuser got that going for us. Let me see, do I want to do another Stego run? I think I'm good with Stego, honestly, so maybe I might transition over to doing some CM stuff. Start preparing for that, because I am not prepared for the CM. I think I have made no preparation runs. I don't think I've made any runs. Is this for CM? I forgot. Or did I just do this in general? I think I just did this in general, because yeah, I don't remember. Because I remember, I think I was doing research into what's good for the CM, and I remember I made a card lineup that wasn't great. Yeah, it's this one. No, you know what? I think that was my attempt at a preparation for the CM, because I remember I have this Brian only because this one gives you Kaibutsu, Monster, which is pretty much de facto required for pace chasers, long pace chasers. Like that skill is OP, and I know Oguri, Singray Oguri already has that, so that's the reason why that support card line didn't have that, and I think that's this one, yeah, so this one was the one that I was using, but because I was training Danzu Flame, or I was planning to train Danzu Flame, so I was like, I might as well just go for that one, and then, yeah, get that going, so I use this, and I know it's not even close to fully limit broken, so that's already kind of inting myself. And then for this one, was this for... Yeah, I think this was going to be my Ines lineup, which I don't even know if this is good, but I figure this is a good start at least. Because doing research into it is like there's not really that many good... I mean, there's Kita-san Black for long front runners. I'm sure there's others I'm kind of missing off the top of my head, but yeah, Ines is not one that's going to be... it's not gonna be meta, but you know what? We'll just train her, because why the hell not? So with that being said, let me pull on over and let me get that going, and we'll get that started. Before we do that, let me edit my title real quick so we can just change that so I don't mislead people into thinking I'm doing Stay Gold. Instead, we're gonna training for, it's a long CM, right? Long CM for that's coming up in the Japanese. Hold on. I think I can... Not you. You. Please load. You have to scroll down. Oh man, is it really... Okay. No, I don't want to... Yeah, I could have just looked online, but I just wanted to... I remember seeing it here. Okay, well, it would help if I don't click on those. It was definitely... Yeah, okay. It is a long... Okay. Training for long CM exclamation point. I should clarify JP long CM. I think I'm doing the English version. Okay. I still don't have enough sashes to get Oguri's final gold skill. Oof. Is that Kaibutsu? I don't remember. Because if it is, I would honestly say that's pretty much required. Well, especially if you're going to try and train her for CM, for this upcoming CM. That's not the correct... apparently I'm more tired than I thought I was. It's been a day. It's been a day, it's been a week, it's been a month. Oh yeah, it is Kaibutsu. Yeah, I would honestly suggest that you go for this, because this is pretty much... This is one of the most powerful skills that you can get for pace chasers, so... Especially long pace chasers, so... That's the whole reason why I was using that Narita Brian card, despite the fact that I only have the one copy. So much Arima Kinen sashes. I really wish I can give you some of mine, because I think I have like 1,000 at this point. Let me check. I mean, I have way too many sashes, which counterpart to my English version where I have like so little, but... I mean, that one event really helped, helping the trainer or whatever, where it gave you sashes. So if it wasn't for that, I would have so little of, especially with Tennosho Spring. That was a struggle to try and get some of those. What is... How do I look at my inventory? I don't remember. Oh, is it this one? It's this one. Yeah, okay. How many Animakina sashes do I have? I have 7. Oh, okay. I only have 771. Okay, no big deal. But yeah, for some of these, I mean, Hopeful Sticks at 1900. I think I have at least like 300 for all of the races. I mean, some of these okay, well, maybe not Oaks. I only have 228, but like, yeah, some of these you don't really use that much for any of the characters, so that's why I have like a huge glut of some of them. Also, there is this, or I wish it would load. There is this, which kind of helps a little bit to gather some of those. Speaking of which, how are we doing on this? That's pretty good, okay. Good job, everybody. Go get those sashes. Okay, now let's do Ines. Now the question is, do I just use my original Ines? Because I know out of the 3 Ineses, I know the original one is definitely the weakest. The Valentine's one is probably the best one. But like the wild one is actually pretty... it has its uses, especially since what it has a mid skill there, it has a decently good skill there, but like the Valentine's one has groundwork built in. Yeah, it has groundwork built in. It has concentration. It has this one, which I think is for corners. Yeah, it's like the gold corner skill, basically like a really highly upgraded version of this one. So this one honestly might be my best bet. But like I kind of want to go for the original one, even though I know that's stupid because oh no, that actually might work. But that skill is only for mid anyway. And I know this is only for uphills, right? So it really depends. And I haven't taken a look at what the course is like, but I don't think I'd have to see. That might not even be useful then. But, if I can click on it correctly, this one, because that only activates on uphills. So I didn't mean to click that. I have already upgraded that. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go OG. We'll do the OG Ines. And is that correct? Now here's the question: what parents would be good for this? That is the question that we have for ourselves. I think I need 20 more. I mean, you can probably grind that out. It's not gonna take that long, but it's still a decent amount. But I feel like, I mean, especially in the Japanese game, you can just let it play auto run, and then you can just. The nice thing about Arimakine is it happens twice in an event, or like in a career, so you can do it both times, and then you can get those sashes. And I think you can. I could be wrong, but I think you get 2 sashes per win. That could just be a promotional thing, so that might not be happening in the Japanese version anymore, but I feel like that was a thing. I don't remember, but hey, okay. Let me look up some stuff real quick. Just to make sure I am not being the stupid. January Champions Meeting. Nige. What do you have to say for yourself for Nige? Yeah, see, I guess you can't see. I was about to see. Can you see it? Can you see it? No, because I'm not on that right now because I'm stupid. Transition over to the desktop. Like, yeah, it's like nobody in the Nika that's even like an SS or in the S tier, which is fine. Like I said, I'm not really too concerned about meta. I mean, if we really are concerned about meta, who's? I mean, it's Shuval, Oguri Cap, in the SS tier. Oh, actually, Shuval's dropped down a little bit. Okay, so it's, okay, it's what's her face? Chronogenesis. State Gold, really? Stego? Okay. That's interesting. Real quick. Here we go. Dego. Yeah, Nige sure ain't doing too great, but like there's a lot of pace chasers that you can kind of reasonably get away with that I can just be like, yeah, I'll just use Dansu Flame for it. And then yeah, I'll bring Oguri Cap because she is actually one of my favorite characters. Or do I use Shuval Grand? Because I do like Shuval too. So it's not really a stretch. Now I'm thinking maybe I should do Shuval Grand, Oguri Cap, and Ines Fujin. And then that might be fine too, because Ines Fujin was still. Because they're still all my favorite characters anyway, so it's like not really a big stretch. And then some, 2 adults are meta anyway. What website is this? This is. What is this? Kami Game? I don't really know. I don't really know if it's the best one, but I find that it has a pretty good tier list, and I've seen people refer to it a lot, so I use this for like information for like CM stuff, and competitive stuff. I also use there's another site, Game With, which I don't know the reliability of that one, but Game With has also information, and I like to cross check sometimes just to make sure I don't want to rely too much on one website. So like for instance here, Game With also has some pretty. I don't think they have a tier list per se, but they do have. Yeah, you can see they also recommend Oguri Cap. They recommend the Mayano for some reason. But yeah, Mayano at Mayano, and I should actually zoom in chat. Cat Mayano, Anime Kita-san. And then yeah, these two are still pretty good. Chronogenesis is still so. I mean, it still kind of is about the same recommendations. They kind of vary. You can see they do more highly recommend Gentle Donna compared to here, where it's still in the A. It's kind of A, which is kind of a lower tier, but it's still decent enough. And then yeah, Orphe's kind of same recommendations there. But yeah, okay. If that in that case, I might go Shuval. That brings me to, I guess, what is Shuval skills? What does that look like? Because I don't think she has Kai. Does she have Kaibutsu? Does she have Monster? Because that would actually explain a lot. She doesn't. Okay. She does have Katobase. Okay, that's interesting. Go down. Yeah, she does have the one that the McQueen weight card does give, so that's pretty interesting. I don't need to rely on that per se. I guess for Nike, hold on. For front runners, I can scroll down to the front runners. Okay, that is kind of interesting that they recommend like an Onike and then 2 front runner, 2 pace chasers, or 3 pace chasers. Not recommended just to do a front runner, but they wanted to do the Great Escape Runaway, whatever you want to call it. Which yeah, Palmer would be the option there. Frankly, though, I don't care about that. Okay, so this is what I was looking at. This is what I was trying to find in the first place. Was who would be good parents for Nige, for Runaway, for Runner, whatever you want to call it. Which surprisingly not the Seiyun Sky, but the Ballroom Seiyun Sky. Okay, and then Kita-san. And it seems like the Narita Top Road, the Christmas one, that's pretty decent enough. And then this Biwahai Hide. Okay. I also love how they shorten it as Unsu, which makes sense. I'm always kind of like, is it Seiyun? Is it Sky? Like, which one do I use for the shorthand? Because I've seen both of them being used, like Seichan, Sky. I don't know what to call her. Frankly, I just use her full name and it's fine. But I think most Japanese people call her Unsu, so that's kind of, you want to be authentic about that. Okay, we'll send Unsu, and Kita-san. Okay, that's pretty good. And then I guess for my reference, let me just double check on the pace chaser side of things. What do we got going for that? And then yeah, this is good because it also gives me what would be good support cards to use. Unfortunately, I'm not a whale, so I don't have all of these. I do have Almond Eye, but I don't have all the copies of this one. And I have Shakur. I don't have this one. I have Stego at least. I did not realize this wind variation is actually that good. I have Dire Scar at least, so there's that to go for. Okay. But for pace chasers, seems like it's Christmas Top Road and one of these many options. Okay, cool. I'll just have that in the back burner. Let me just move back to what we have here with the game. Let's just get back into that. Okay. So let me see. I'm trying to find ones that have a lot of this. Are you good? Not really. Kind of want one that has a lot of long inherits. How about you there? How about you, Kita-san Black? That's pretty good. Oh, damn. Okay, there we go. 9 factor. And then wait. The question is, do I have a Ballroom Skating Sky that's good? I do have this one. I do have that one. You know what? Hold on a minute. I might use it. I think I know which one I want to use for the Tokyo event. Yeah. I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna do on the stamina. Can I use it on the same character twice? I don't think so. Wait, can I? I can. Oh, Oh. 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 Very good. I really wish you can change the parents though, like the grandparents, because then I could have done it on the one that had the 2-star factor. But that would be way too overpowered, honestly. So I kind of am glad that they don't do that. But that would have been really good. That would have been really nice to have. But I guess we'll just settle with having this, which is pretty good because that's what, a 6-star factor for, yeah, 6-star along, and then the 2-star for the turf, and then mostly stamina. So. Hey, that's pretty good. Nice. Nice going. Alright, so let me see. Almond Eye. Let me refer back to my documento, which is this one. Almond Eye, and then Suzuka. Do I want to use that Suzuka? I know that Suzuka wasn't recommended. The only reason why I'm using that is because it gives me the gold version of this skill, which might be pretty nice to have. I don't really think that might be that requirement, a good requirement. I think I have a copy of that Falco, the Speed Falco that they're recommending. But I don't have many. Yeah, I only have the one copy, so that's not really that useful. What gold skill does this give, actually? Because if I know what that gives, that might be a good reference to figure out why that's so useful. That's... okay, if it gives that one, I think this... doesn't this version of Bourbon give it anyway, so I really don't have to care. I didn't know you can do that. I didn't know you could do that. What? What? That's crazy. It's been how many years since I played this game and I just figured out that you can just swipe down? Can you swipe up? No, you have to swipe down. Oh my god, that's amazing. Holy, I did not know that that was a thing. What? That's crazy. Okay, I'm learning something new every day apparently. Okay, right, Bourbon. I don't know why I did that. It's just like, those are actually the characters I wanted, but that's fine. I'll just redo everything. Okay, where are you, Bourbon? There you are. Bourbon. Okay, Bourbon. Let me double check to make sure that gives the correct gold skill that I think it does. The answer to that question is yes, it does. So fuck you, Falco. I don't need you. What about this Palmer? Why do you recommend this Palmer? Let me see. Palmer. What? Uchi Age 5s. Okay. Is that is a unique one. I don't think I've ever seen any card or anybody else have that. Do I have a copy of that Palmer? If not, I think I'll just go for the Suzuka. But if I don't remember if I have many copies of that Megito Palmer. I don't even have it. Oh, I have one. I have one copy of it. I have a lot of just one copy in general. But nah, I'm gonna go Suzuka. I'm gonna go against the grain for a second. That's not Suzuka. What did I just click? Oh, interesting. Okay. Alright, Suzuka is good. I don't need the Guts because Guts are for nerds. Dawa Scarlet. Go for that one. That's the wrong one. Okay, and then of course we need our support card of Hoshina. Where are you? You are right here. Okay. So really nothing changed. But I guess it's good to just kind of confirm. I don't have any energy. Luckily I have 1900 of these. Not these. Why do I keep clicking the wrong one? I need to actually look at my screen. There we go. Okay. I was like, I need to look at my screen. My phone screen rather than the computer. And there we go. Let's do it. What's that? Okay. Welcome to the Yukuma Hot Springs. Okay. So, see how this one goes. I guess I should figure out what's like. Well, okay. Let me do this real quick. So I have this from the last CM, Let me just change this real quick to update that. So we definitely need S-Long, that's 100% a requirement. Do we need any like specific skills? I mean, all the skills. That's really what I need. As for these rankings, I mean, definitely need stamina, that's 100% sure. And then I don't really need a UA ranking, so I'm just gonna get rid of that, but I don't know, is that a good stat distribution? I mean, that probably might be fine, but no. Not you. Not you. No. Wrong. Yeah, 1900. No, excuse me. Speed 1600. I think 1600 should be fine for power. Yeah, guts. Since we don't have a dedicated guts card, I think we just want 1200 plus, and then for let's just do 1300. I think that's fine. That good. Yeah, I think that should be what we want. So that is what we want for ourselves for this edition of CM training. Now that we got that out of the way, let me just do this real quick. Whatever this is. Okay, hopefully I can try and get some good luck going, because I feel like the last few streams I've been doing of this, I just have not had the best luck. It's funny because when I first did runs of this scenario, I feel like I was really easily able to get like UAs out of the wazoo, but like it's been real. I guess that was when I was kind of trying to like not focus too much on making good Umas, because I think at that time I did not include a wit card, and that would have been terrible in like actual competitive play. So now that I'm actually trying to focus on making good Umas, it's just like, yeah, now it's actually kind of harder to get like highly ranked ones. But hopefully we can try and get something good. And if not, I don't want to see no rush, because the CM is actually coming up pretty soon. But we do have the end of this week anyway, because Saturday I'll probably, well, actually that's the thing, will I be streaming? I might actually be busy on Saturday too, so I actually might not be able to stream. If I do, it might actually be later, like a later time. I'll try my best, but I may have plans on Saturday, still TBD. Which I've been trying to be a bit more better about going out and doing stuff. Socially. Touching grass and all that. Ooh, that's pretty good. What do I want to do? Yeah, we'll do the onset ticket. Okay, wow. Thank you for that, I guess. Okay. Yes, give me that. Give me the stamina skill. What's this? Oh wait, no, this is the. I was like, oh, date event. It's like, no, this isn't the date event. It's this event. Let's see. Do I dare? No, I think I'll just use that ticket. And then, yeah, because then it's just gonna get overflowed anyway. So that kind of works out for me. And then I can get that going for the last. At least it's slightly better than the last time. Oh, there's the date event. There we go. Nice. I was gonna say it's better because I at least completed one of the onsens before the debut race. I guess at this point I don't really care about. I think at this point I might as well just Let's just get that out of the way. I wanted the blue tickets to get the free SSR. I was thinking about getting the Opera O wit because my Cheval, because of the lack of good wit card. Is that a good choice? That Opera O wit card. Is that the one that get? I think if that's the one that gives monster, the monster gold skill, I would say yes because I think that is a really good skill, especially for long. Let me double check that though. Because I think Tora skills. No, not skills. Supports. Yeah, this is the one that gives monster, right? Yeah. So I would say if you're trying to, especially if you're trying to trade for this CM, I would say definitely would recommend getting that one, just because that is one of the cards that gives. I mean, on its own, I think it's honestly not that amazing of a card, but like because it gives that gold skill, it was for a time recommended, like before that Brian card came out. It was recommended just for that gold skill. That's how good it was. So, yeah, I think that'd be a pretty good choice. And actually, now that you bring that up, that's actually a good point because now that I think about it, I think the reason why I wasn't using that when I was training Oguri was because I wanted to use my McQueen wit card, which had a different skill that was also really good, the Katobase one. But since Cheval already has that skill, I guess I don't really need to bring that McQueen, so maybe I can just use the... Oh, so that actually might work out, because then I can use the McQueen, or I can replace the McQueen with the Team Opera O, and then I don't have to use the Brian card. Oh, there we go. It's working out. Okay. This is good. I'm liking... the more I'm thinking about this point, the more I'm liking it, so... I think I'm pretty set on the Oguri Cap, Cheval Grand, Ines Fujin plan. I think this is good. I'm happy about it, so... I'm pretty much fully committed on that. Man, I hate this. I hate my options. Do I just go for a date event here? I get one card, right? Yeah, these all suck, man. Yeah, let's go for the date event. Especially when the difference between doing the date event and doing a training is literally just one dig point. It's like, I feel like I should probably just do that. Let's get that over with. And that does kind of suck because I can't use it right away. But oh my god, what is with my options here? These are all terrible. Oh man. Okay. I guess this is the least worst. Oh, see, there we go. That's what we want. That's even better because I can use this. Oh, Wobamo. Nice. Oh, and I can do that. Oh, it transformed into a rainbow training, which is even better. Rainbow friendship. Oh my god, we got two. Look at that. Holy moly. That is what we love to see. Oh my god. I am having an amazing run with the speed trainings today. What, it was because like the last Stego run was like that too, whereas like it just had continuous double rainbow trainings. Or double friendship rainbow, whatever you want to call it, trainings. It is crazy stuff. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do that. So I can do that. Use the onsen ticket. Get that going. We should be good. My deck right now for Cheval is fully limit broken Almondai, fully limit broken Teo, 0 LB Opera O, 3 limit broken Shakur, 0 limit broken Tama, and 1 limit broken Hashina. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, no, Teo. Oh wait, Teo. Ooh. Well, no, okay, so sorry, this is just for me. I'm just thinking about myself, but yeah, no, I think that's good. I mean, you have the 2 fully limited broken speed cards, which is good. Yeah, that 0 limit broken opera though is. I mean, like I said, I mean you can get that gold skill. That gold skill is super good for the CM for long in general. So long leaders, long whatever you want to call it, pace chasers. So that's really good. And yeah, the Chikor is good. 0 limit broken Tama's a little iffy, but it's still a good power card anyway. So I mean, unless you have slightly better options with the power, which I'm not sure what the rest of your options look like for power, but I don't think there's really any other like fully limit broken SRs that are around the same kind of. I mean, there might be, but on top of my head, I don't really think so. So I don't know, good power cards, yeah. So I would say probably just stick with the 0 limit broken Tama is probably good then, and then yeah, Hoshina I think. You see that I'm just using the Hoshina that literally has 0 limit broken, so as long as you just have a copy of her, so that's already good enough. Yeah. Although, preferably would have liked to have the fully limit broken one, but you can't always have what you want in life. Ammo. And yep, okay. Remember to hydrate. Didn't like that. Oh, I can't do. Oh man, I can't. I was like, oh, okay, well, time to do no in training. Nope, never mind. Okay, well, in that case, let me just do this and hope that I don't fail. Great, love that. Give me energy. I've done so many Ines runs that I pretty much memorized all the different options. There we go. All right. Oh, these are all still pretty bad. Okay, what are my options on the day event? Not much better though. I think I'll just take the L. Do that. It's sad I didn't even get a single SSR from all the free pulls. I was hoping to get at least one 5 motion power card, and I already spent all my carrots trying to get both Stego and Stingray Oguri. Yeah, no, same. I think the most recent free pulls that came out, I was pretty. I didn't. Well, I at least got like one copy of the Air Groove. The nice thing is at least both cards are really good, but the not nice thing is that you kind of need them to be fully limit broken for them to be good, so it's like, at that point you just kind of have to hope for RNG, and unfortunately it didn't really work out, so... At least I have a copy, so like if I were to, you know, like maybe in the future have limit break crystals, which I do have one right now, which I'm saving up for a special occasion, but right now I'm just kind of saving it. But yeah, no, that's one of those. It's those are two of the cards where it's just like you kind of need those to be fully limit broken, and if you don't, it's just not good at all enough. So one of those words, one of those phrases of words that make sense. Whichever one makes the most sense. What am I doing? Probably want to do one of these. Let's just do this. But yeah, no, the recent run of characters that have come out has been brutal. I mean, yeah, coming out with Stego and then the Stingray Oguri. I'm at least a little glad that, and this is where I'm both mad and glad at the recent change of like having 2 gachas for the event. The story event instead of just the one, because it's nice because it gives you some time to save, but at the same time it is kind of annoying just having to, you know, just wait longer for new characters to come out, because here we are now, we have a 3rd costume that's available, and nope, it's not in the gacha yet, but it will be, and it's just like, okay, well, guess we'll just wait a few more weeks. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, don't have to ask me twice. Yeah, I honestly got super lucky with pulling Stego because I think I only got her in 40 pulls. Stingray Oguri took me quite a bit. It definitely used all my gems for that, but luckily I didn't have to die, or I didn't have to dip into the wall for those. And I don't know if you saw, but I don't have that many gems right now, so I'm actually kind of glad that there aren't any characters that I'm really dipping up for right now. But that's the kind of danger about the Japanese version, is you don't know what's coming up next, whereas with the English version you at least know what's going to happen. Like, it's fully planned out to where, like, oh, I know Ines Fuji is going to come out in this date. Whereas here, it's like, you don't know when your favorite character is going to come out, so I don't know when Bukador is going to come out, or I don't know when, you know, insert character here is going to come out, so I just gotta hope that they don't come out next. And I'll just be saving up my gems until then. That's not what I meant to press. I meant to press this. Okay. Let me just do this. Oh man, that didn't even get me to fully... That didn't get me to... Wow, words. That didn't even get me to full energy. Big sad. Let's invest some time in stamina, because I've been really, really lucky with the speed, but the stamina hasn't been as good. Let's do one of these bad boys. It was rough for me because Stingray was hyped, so I had to get her. Still didn't get Stego. I missed Laurel ult, and now I pull for Donna and got her in 60, and I'm dead broke trying to get Stego. That's right, I forgot they're doing the reruns of Gentle Donna and Orphe. That's right. I kind of forgot about that because I already have those two, but yeah, that's rough because like there's so many different gotchas going on right now that it's kind of hard to really be like, oh well, it's like, oh well, there go all my gems. But yeah, I feel that. There's definitely times when it's just like it took a long time for me to get the characters, and then even then, like I had to do pity for some of them, and that was rough. And I didn't have, let's just say I didn't have all the gems required for that, so I had to kind of dip into other sources to get the resources needed. Nope, no S long. Okay, great. Love that for me. Yeah, that's the danger with having so many favorite characters. Having cards just all come out at once. And it's just like, well, shoot. Like, I want all these characters. It's also dangerous for me because, like, at this point, I mean, it's kind of... I don't want to say it's sunk cost fallacy, but it's kind of just like, at this point, I have every single character. I don't have every single character plus their alternate costumes, but I have every single character, at least a copy of them. So it's really just kind of hard for me because it's like, at this point, like, whenever a new character comes out, even if it's somebody I don't really like, I kind of feel a little obligated to pull for them. So it's kind of like a weird, dangerous, like, it's a dangerous and slippery slope. I've come to terms with the fact that there's characters that I don't really care about, that, you know, if I don't get them, that's okay, you know? And I should just accept the fact that I'm probably not going to get every single character at this point. And yeah, like I said, the alternate costumes I don't really care too much about, so that kind of works out. We'll do this. Next month is 5th anniversary too, and it's probably going to be and I really like her too. Also, the 5th anniversary support cards are probably going to be meta. Oh yeah, 100%. I will say that the nice thing is at least they're definitely going to give out free polls, so that's going to be kind of nice. But I mean, you know, knowing people's lucks, you know, and knowing my luck, you know, and I don't know how feasible that's going to be, but at least, you know, they give us some chance, some hope, and then we'll see how well that goes. But no, I agree. I'm 95% sure that Almondai is going to be the 5th anniversary character, and she's probably going to come out with some like campus character, so like maybe Royce and Royce or somebody like that, as a 2-star, 1-star, and then yeah, we'll see what the support cards are going to be, but they are probably going to be the next big thing, so we'll see how that goes, because of course they would do that. That's how this game works. It is a gacha game. Let's see. I should probably invest in stuff that isn't speed, because I have way too much speed at this point. Let's... Okay, you don't need to eat that much. You are at full energy already. There we go. Yes. Okay. Oh wait, I just realized all Canopus is 2-star besides Earth. Yeah, that was the whole thing, where it's just like all of the Canopus characters, because all of them are characters who never won the G1 race. So it's like, oh well, they don't really have the pedigree to get the special 3-star treatments or whatever, except for Sons of Earth for some reason. But and it always is the case, usually historically speaking, that they always usually released along with another character during like an anniversary or a half anniversary. But I think Tannhäuser came out during the whenever Kita-san came out, which I think would have been 2nd anniversary or 1.5th anniversary, one of those two. One, yeah, or 1st anniversary. I don't remember. One of those two. And then who was next? I think it was Equinodictus, and then Twin Turbo, and then Nature already came out, obviously. It's just in the initial roster. And then... What am I doing? Oh wait, did I just not use a ticket? Did I not use a ticket? I didn't use a ticket. I sure didn't. Whoops. That was stupid of me. Why did I not do that? Fine. I was too distracted trying to remember past Team Campus stuff. That's my excuse. It's fine. Honestly, this run has been shockingly going pretty well right now. Other than not getting S long, the stats are stacking up pretty well. We've been getting some pretty good trainings. I just need the skills to show up, and then everything should be good there. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, no, here. Okay, there we go. Ooh, 55? Yes, please. I'm actually a little surprised that well, I guess I have enough energy, but yeah, that took up so much energy. I'm surprised that had 0% chance of failing. That is... I actually forgot what this one is. Okay, I don't need speed. I'm excited for Turbo because I don't have Suzuka, but I want to try out the getaway style on Global. Oh yeah, that's gonna be... I mean, honestly speaking, the whole... and I guess it's called getaway, runaway, whatever. It's what is the actual English term? Hold on, let me look this up so I can actually be all... It's out officially already, so they should have the official name for it. Global. I think it's Great Escape. Oh, okay, so it is kind of the same as the translation that was accepted when it came out in Japanese, which is kind of interesting. Okay. Double check. Island Suzuka. Runaway. Okay, it's called Runaway. Very interesting. Yeah, because I think Great Escape was the translation that everybody used in the Japanese version. But I remember it was called something else, so yeah, it's called Runaway. Okay. Well, whatever you want to call it, Runaway, Great Escape, Onige. It's funny because I mean, obviously it's a funny strategy. Just have them use all the energy at the end, but it's not honestly really that viable because you need to have so much stamina. Like, you actually probably need more than the maximum 1200 to be feasible. For it to be like feasibly competitive, which is why it was kind of a joke strategy for the most part until they raised the stat cap for stats. And I don't remember when they do that. I think they do that after the Matt scenario, make a new era. So it still might be a little bit until they do that. But until they do that, it's not really that feasible. I mean, it's just a fun strategy, fun meme. It actually also is kind of a not. I say it's a meme because it's like it's not competitive, but it's more just kind of a cock block because it's just something that a lot of people use to prevent front runners from actually winning. Because for the most part, front runners usually use the Seiun Sky alt unique, and then obviously that requires you to be in first place as you get into the final corner, and obviously with Great Escape, usually that means that the Great Escape characters are way ahead of a normal runaway character, normal front runner character, so it's kind of harder to really have that available. But so it is kind of feasible sometimes, but if you want them to actually win, they don't actually usually win, but they're kind of just there for vibes. Which, it's funny I say that because, you have Daitaku Helios and Medjiro Palmer, who's also technically also runaway characters as well. There are a few characters that are runaway, some that are kind of ones you wouldn't really expect. I think the full list of characters right now is Silent Suzuka, Twin Turbo, Medjiro Palmer, Daitaku Helios, Tap Dance City, and Katsuragi Ace. Those two are technically not in the English version yet, but when they do come out, those are the other two that also have that available for them. But yeah, it's a limited range of characters that get that. Let me do one of these. How many date events do I have actually? I think I have 2 left, 2 or 1? 1 or 2. Let me check on that. I have 2 left, okay. That kind of works out because I still have a lot of turns. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do one of those. I do need to have a good amount of wit, just so I don't get wit checked, because that's always a concern. What are you? You are this. You are my papa. Yeah, I think we're at a pretty good pace right now. I think, if anything, the guts is a little concerning, but that's always going to be concerning, especially since I don't really have a dedicated guts card, support card. But it should be fine because I have my stamina card, which should give a good amount of that anyway. But that's always going to be kind of iffy anyway. Let's see. Let's just get that out of the way. Let's just get that up to 1200. Here we go. That and oh man, my body's aching from hitting the gym right before the stream. Something I've been trying to do more often is, especially since I have time between when I get home from work and when I usually start streams at 6. So it gives me enough time to kind of just hit the gym, especially since it's nice I have a gym, or like at least a fitness center here where I live. So kind of get some treadmill runs going and then listen to some Umamusume songs and get all that going. Like I mentioned earlier this stream, Umamusume songs are really good for cardio. Like, really good background music for cardio exercise. Yeah, I'm like, I want to do this, but like, I'm hesitating because I'm gonna get the raffle prize. I'll just do it. Like, I'm gonna get the raffle prize, so I wanna, or I may not get the raffle prize. I may get tissues. Who knows? Oh, there we go. There's that. Wait, what did I get? Wait, did I get anything? I got something for the raffle, right? Hello? Oh, I did. Okay, I just got it. I probably just got a carrot. Okay. I thought I didn't get anything there for a second. I was like, hello? What do I want to do? I can't really pass that up. I mean, ideally, I probably should have just had used a ticket for that just to get even more bonus, but I think I want to try and save my tickets and not use them willy-nilly. Go. 60. 54. Okay, so this would be a good time to use this, get this going. When I'm feeling low energy, I like to listen to Umamusume, but Tucker's Skull Island is one that gets me hyped up immediately. Oh yeah, that one's still one of my favorite songs, even though it's been a little bit since this scenario's been out. Don't get me wrong, I still like the song from this scenario. I just something about that song just really gets me hyped. And of course, I mean, obviously it's the high energy, the high BPM, all that stuff, but like, even without that, it's still a really fun song. I enjoy it. I'm also really biased because obviously Ines Fujin is one of the singers for that, so of course I really like it. Even if she only has a few lines in that song, because everybody shares the lines together. But yeah, that one's good. What else have I really been... Wind Variation Solo is one actually I've been really listening to a lot recently. I don't know why, it's just that one... That one's good. Sakura Laurel solo is pretty good. I like that one. It's very anime ending coded. Dantu Flames one is it's good. I'm also just biased because I like Dantu Flame, but like that one's decent enough. This isn't Umamusume, but I've been really listening to. Ooh, there we go, S-Long. I've been really listening to in Gakumas, the Gakuen Arrow Master. Misusu's new song, superlative, however you pronounce it. Really good. I've been really enjoying that. I mean, I still listen to her first single, Moon Turtle. That one's really hype. Not hype, I guess. It's the best way I can describe it is like melodic dubstep, right? Because I don't know if that's her general vibe, because her birthday song was definitely not like that. But her second single was, or Superlative, was very kind of in that same vein as well, kind of very wub-wubby, which I'm a fan of the wub-wub, so you know that's fun. I'll take those. But yeah, that's fun. Speaking of Gakuen Arrow Master, I know the most recent news that came out that the next step 3 for that is Temari, so yes, I will absolutely be doing a stream of that. In fact, if anything, I might be doing a pretty long stream of that. Because I know normally when I do step 3 streams, I just do like a couple of runs. I don't do like a lot of runs, but I'm probably might start that one early and get a really long stream going just to try and get all of her stories. The other hype thing about that too is Rinha, the 3D model of her is actually going to show up, which is really good sign that, you know, maybe we might get some of the Goku Getsu characters to actually show up, so I'm really hyped for that. Especially Rinha. Well, honestly, just Rinha. Nadeshiko's kind of fun gremlin energy, but the rest of the characters I don't really care too much about. Like Gekka, like the Shiragusa sisters are pretty whatever, honestly, for me. So I can take them or leave them, but like, you know, Rinha would be really kind of fun to train, and then yeah, same with the gremlin character. Let me do that. So yeah, whenever that comes out, which I don't know, I think that might come out later this week, so that might be a Sunday stream. And I will say Sundays I'm available because freaking, and I haven't talked about this yet, but the Green Bay Packers decide to be really freaking stupid and, you know, lose a 21-6 lead in the fourth quarter. Not to switch to sports talk, but like, God, I swear to God, the Packers, man, disappoint me every year somehow, in some way. I know they've been injured, but you know, how do you lose a 21-6 lead in the fourth quarter? I can't believe it. And I still can't believe well, I can kind of believe LaFleur's still our coach, but like he's definitely on the hot seat at this point. Like if it doesn't get better next season, he has to be fired. I'm of the contingent that I wouldn't be surprised if he was going to be fired this season after what happened, but like I understand that's kind of a harsh overreaction, so maybe give him one more season, but he has to make changes. He has to fire Rich Bisaccia, because God, the special team still sucks, which I feel like that's been the case for like the last 15 years. I just cannot believe how bad it still is. At this point, it has to be an organizational thing. Anyway, okay, sorry. enough of the sports talk. Even though I know Umamusume is a sports thing. Anyway. I think my top favorite Uma songs are Shining Silhouette, Lady G Donna, My Endless Blue Teams, Close My Eyes, Winning the Soul. Good list, good list. Yeah. To be quite honest, I can't say I recognize some of them. I know Winning the Soul, I know. G-Don, obviously, that's General Donna's solo. But yeah, I can't say I don't recognize... I don't recognize by name most of them. 1 and 3 are Cheval solos. Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. That's what I thought. Yeah, because I know she has multiple solos because the Season 3 stuff. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But yeah, if I had to say... Let's see. If I had to make a list, Close My Eyes is a song sung by the V-Sisters in the 6th event, not yet released. Okay, that's why I didn't recognize it. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. And it checks out, but it is in the game jukebox. Okay, no, that checks out because I think I have my jukebox on anyway, or my jukebox off. So I've not listened to any of the songs there. It makes sense that I didn't even know that was a thing. No, that checks out. The thing is, like, Inez Fujin doesn't even have a solo, so I can't even be biased and be like, oh, she has one of my favorite songs. I don't even know, because she doesn't have one. So I gotta, you know, the breadcrumbs of being an Inez Fujin fan, where she has barely anything. She has no figures out. She has barely any kind of, like, official well, she has official merchandise, but, like, it's usually, like, in tandem with, like, other characters and stuff. So it's just, like, we struggling out here, you know? Like, so, like what I was talking about earlier, I was amazed when I found one artist that had like an Inez Fujin keychain. Granted, it was in a whole set of like pretty much every single character that was in the franchise, so I mean it wasn't just because of her, but like I was still kind of amazed by that, and so of course I had to buy it. But maybe someday Inez Fujin will get a solo. Maybe in the future. I mean, heck, I think the most recent... or not the most recent, but like the second to most recent solo CDs had Agnes Digital's solo, so I'm kind of surprised that there's a few characters that still don't have any solos, even though they've been in the game since it came out. I guess that's just how it is, though. But if I had to choose favorite songs, god, that would be kind of an interesting question. I mean... Can't go wrong with what's a good like I mean I don't know if this is biased, but like the season 1 ending, Grow Up Shine or Glow Up Shine or however you pronounce it, that one is always been a favorite for me. And the ending too, like not just the song but the ending in general is one of my favorite endings, anime endings, so that has that going for it. Yeah, I'd have to think. I don't know. Like it honestly also depends on my mood, because sometimes it changes where it's like, oh, I've been listening to this song a lot, or like, and then it suddenly changes to being like, oh, I like this song now. So it can change in the season. I'm surprised with how much merch the V-Sisters got recently. Yeah, I saw that they did get the plush. There was a whole thing with Vivlos having the human ears in the era with that plushie. That was kind of funny. But yeah, no, I'm kind of... It kind of makes sense. I mean, Juval Grant was part of the Season 3 lineup, and I mean, that's how Vivlos and Virginia got introduced in the first place, so... but yeah, I mean, recently, it is kind of interesting, the push that they've been, you know, getting with the amount of merch that they had. But that's kind of nice, you know, just kind of see that. Also, Inez Fuji should have been part of Boshi's. I 100% agree. I mean, it's just like, man, she's wearing a hat. I mean, technically it's a visor, so, but she should have been, if not Boshi, she should have been in like the remake or whatever they did of that, like the second part of it or whatever, because I'm a little bit salty, because like, what, Love's Only You? Does Love's Only You even have a hat? Hold on, let me look this up, because I remember Love's Only You was part of that, the second the second Bolshis, whatever. And I was like, really? You're gonna include her? You're not gonna include the character that has a freaking hat? I'm like 99% sure Love's Only You does not have a hat, but I could be wrong on that. Let me check. That's global. No wonder I don't. I was like, no wonder. Where the hell is she? Okay. Does Love Only You have a hat? I mean, I guess she technically has a hat in her racing outfit, but she doesn't wear a hat normally. Yeah, tiny hats. That doesn't count. I don't count that. That's a little bit BS. I'm a little bit salty about that. I actually got those plushies because I went to Japan for Comic-Con when I was like, ooh, nice, yeah. I've always wanted to go to Comic-Con, or I've always wanted to go to Japan in general. Like, I've been to Korea about a ton of times, but I've never been to Japan, which is kind of crazy. But one of these days, I definitely want to go. But yeah, Comic-Con is definitely also something I definitely want to go to. I mean, that is a whole pilgrim. I mean, that's crazy. Like, you think of something like Anime Expo, where it's like, you know, the amount of people that are in that. Comic-Con is like so much more crazier compared to that. It's crazy how like all the preparations that you need to do for that, and it's just like, I mean, obviously you need to like plan out your routes and all the different places you need to go, because you can't just be like, oh, I'll just go and then just have to like, you know, just wing it, because that probably just seems like a recipe for disaster. But yeah, no, that's fun. It's fun. Hope you had a good time at Comic-Con. It's so packed and hot in the middle of winter. I can only imagine. Yeah, no, that must have been crazy. But yeah, no, it's fun. Always wanted to go one of those days, or one of these days, but yeah, hopefully I had a good time there. It's also fun because it's like, it's still kind of interesting to see how prevalent like the fan, because obviously there is some industry sort of I guess, what's the word? There is some industry that shows up there, but it's mostly just like doujins and stuff, right? So it's like, it's kind of interesting to see how that's still such a big part of it. I mean, obviously that is Comic-Con, so I mean, it makes sense, but I was talking with it's funny because I was talking with my friend about that, because like when I was with my friend for the convention we went to over this weekend, like he was talking about how the only conventions that he really went to were Anime Expo and like this really small convention that like when we were in college, because we were in the anime club together, like our club hosted like our own convention, so like we get the whole gamut between like the biggest convention in the United States and like a really small like low-key convention. So those are the only like ones that he went to, so like it was his first time going to something that was a bit more like mid-sized, because the ALA isn't like crazy big, but it's still pretty decently big. As far as conventions go, like it's still like there's still like a lot of like artists, like and like a lot of events and stuff, so it's just kind of fun to experience all that. But yeah, we were talking about like how it's like, oh, it's crazy, like, you know, like that's a thing, and then we were talking about, somehow the conversation got into Comic-Con. It's like, oh yeah, it's crazy how big that is, how the prevalence of all the doujins there, and how prevalent that is. So it's fun, you know, some little part of otaku culture over there, and maybe I'll experience it one day. Before I got into Uma, I was a Toho fan and went to Comic-Con for Toho. Comic-Con 107 was the first time I went to Comic-Con for Uma. That's right, yeah, no, Toho had a huge, I mean, kind of crazy Toho is still this popular, but yeah, for the longest time, Toho was like the biggest thing in Comic-Con for sure. I'm not sure, it honestly might still be, I wouldn't be surprised, but like, I mean, a whole bunch of other stuff nowadays. There is a whole bunch of stuff nowadays. It's me, Potato. Hello, what's up? Welcome, first time chatter. My eyes. I can only assume you're talking about how freaking the amount of overpowered stats there are right now. At least that's what I hope you're talking about. Welcome to the Japanese version. This hurts my eyes. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna assume. Welcome to the Japanese version where everything's way overpowered. Okay. Let me see. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I wish I had more speed, but like I kind of think I need to go for stamina here. Because it also gives me guts anyway. And then that goes. And okay. Let's see. I know I got S long. Did I get? I don't know what other skills I got. I wasn't really paying attention. But we'll see how the rest of this lines up. I mean, this is the first run, so I don't think this is going to be what I need for CM, or this isn't probably going to be my CM, my CM life anyway, but, I think this is at least a good start. Let me see how it ended up. Actually, you know what? Yeah, okay. Well, I wish the weight was a little bit better, but... And I wish the speed was a lot better. But this is actually a decently good first start. And then get the rest of all these in. What even is the recommended stamina for long in Japanese? It depends on what you're going for, because I mean, there's a difference between like an Arima Kinen, which is like 2,500 meters, versus like a Tennosho Spring, which is 3,200 meters, and then it also depends obviously on like whether it's rainy, like wet conditions versus firm conditions, that kind of thing. I would generally say 1,600 maybe is a good starting point. Because what was the max for? I'm trying to remember the limit. I think it's 1,700 is the limit for stamina in this current scenario. So yeah, I think that's probably a good place. And then you probably still want like gold stamina recoveries anyway. So something like this, and then where's the other one? Yeah, this one I got from Shakur. So those are all just kind of backups. I will say, generally nowadays, I feel like nobody really uses stamina debuffers because it's really not that useful because of how OP and like how many stats that you get anyway. So you can be pretty. You don't have to be as careful with like, you know, planning out for stamina debuffers and all that. So it's kind of nice just to kind of not have to worry about those kind of things. What CM is this? This is for the long CM that's coming up in Japanese, which I think is coming up in actually like about a week. It's like the January CM. So like CMs nowadays in the Japanese version don't use like the zodiac sign, so it's not like the Taurus cup or like the Gemini cup. They just kind of generalized it, so now it's just like long, or like classic, or like dirt, which is a little bit boring, but it kind of, you know, it's, I guess, you know, whatever, it is what it is. 207, not sure what that means. What y'all be using for stamina nowadays? It depends, but right now, I know in the English version, obviously, Super Creek is de facto by far the best stamina card. Obviously, you know, this late in the game, it's kind of changed. I mean, Super Creek's still decent enough, but there's been a lot more stamina cards that overpassed it. Shakur has a really good stamina card that's generally good for like mid longs, medium longs. I know Dansu Flame has like a good one that's used sometimes. But yeah, generally I think it's just kind of like a Shakur, and then like if you want to use like something else, it really does. Anyway, makes sense. There's not enough zodiac signs. Yeah, I mean, and then they end up repeating it anyway. Is what it ends up happening, so I think they were just like, yeah, let's stop repeating it. It's kind of confusing. Let's just use the short, long, and then just kind of go from there. I meant as in what stamina is used, because I doubt it's distance, or what stamina used for, because I doubt it's distance. Oh, that gets into like the nitty gritty stuff that I'm not too crazily knowledgeable about. Stamina is useful because you need stamina for long, that's all I know. But yeah, no, if you ask me, I'm not 100% too knowledgeable about that. There's some degree of like math and technicality that goes into that, And I know that there is a reference document that has all that information that like kind of goes into the specifics about, you know, what is stamina, like why do why do you need wit for, why do you need guts, that kind of thing. Like, and I maybe should read that at some point just to have a basic understanding of what all the stats are good for, but yeah, maybe someday. Anyway, let's see. That's not useful for runners. This one. And then, where is the race being held? Is the question I have, because that could get me some green skills. Yeah, wait, let me get the specifics. Good thing I didn't close this shenanigans. Where is this race being held, and what is the specific strategies? The specific stratagems. You tell me. Course information. Yes, please give me the course information so I know. It's held at Nakayama. Okay, winter, sunny. 2,500. Okay, 2,500 meters means I can get this one. Good condition. Winter, not fall, not Tokyo. Right hand. Perfect. There we go. That's what we like to see. Okay. I'm excited for Miss Victoria to come out on Global, because that's when I'll try hard on Global CMs. Still haven't gotten any of my Umas on that top podium yet. Hopefully this upcoming CM I will. Yeah, no, I think I'm also excited for when that actually comes out, because that gives me more motivation to be like, oh, let me actually get my Umas to win, so that then they can sing. And I'm not gonna lie, in the past I have trained Umas, or like I trained specific Umas for CMs specifically because I wanted them to win and then sing the Miss Victoria song. Like for instance, like Tiny no Gimlet, like I actually wanted to have her in my teams, like because I feel like her singing voice is one of the best in the game, and like her version of Miss Victoria is so good. Unfortunately, I've never had her win any of my CMs, but I've come close. And so whenever Tiny no Gimlet is like feasible, I've been like, let's train her and have her try to win. I mean, yeah, for long, but do the increase the needed stamina just to survive, or is the increase for like duels or other style like Runaway? I don't know. Let's needed. Oh, I see. Not really. I think it's more so just kind of, I mean, obviously, I think it's more diminishing returns, right? The more, like, once you get past a certain point with the stamina, it's not really, it doesn't really help that much, but it's just like, it's just more for rating, maybe. Maybe not really, but like, just to get the higher stamina you have, the higher rating. Gotta get those UAs, USs, whatever. The higher the rating, the better your Umas and all that. Also, doesn't stamina drain faster the higher speed you have, or was I fat, Mr. Fruit? Oh yeah, you're right about that actually. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is also another thing. So yeah, obviously with the more speed you have, obviously you probably need more stamina, because then, you know, if you have a lot of speed, but you still have kind of that same amount of stamina, you're just kind of, then you're SOL, and then yeah, you just kind of run out pretty quickly. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Gabe. That is actually a good point. Yeah. Should be not going on if it's on your key. Yeah, we got that up. Man, I'm just waiting for Turbo. Turbo, when does she come out? She comes out during an anniversary. I don't remember which one, but it might be a little bit, because I think it might have been either like the second 2.5 or third anniversary. Let me look this up. Characters. Order by release dates. Turbo came out for Japanese in, oh boy, where is that? Oh boy, 2023. So that would have been what, the second anniversary. So she comes out second anniversary. So I don't know what the accelerated schedule, what that means, but that's probably not gonna be anytime soon. So yeah, just gonna have to wait for that. Yeah, I think my favorite unique singing voice is Neo Universe. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. The monotone. It's kind of fun when you have kind of the unique voices. Try and sing. Like Tamamo Cross too, like her accent, trying to have her sing is kind of fun. Trying to get that going. Also, it ended up being a UB3, which is, whatever. Which is, another Marvelous jump scare. I got so scared by Marvelous that I just kind of like swiped like that. And ooh, I got another report. I'll have to figure out what I want to use that on, but okay. So let me think. Do I want to do a Chuval run, or do I want to just end it there? Let's think. I think I'll just end it there, just because I do need to go to the office tomorrow, so I need to wake up early. But we'll probably be doing more Uma Saturday. Well, actually, we'll see. Most likely Saturday. Maybe I might do one on Wednesday, Thursday. Well, one of those days, because that's like my variety day stream. 50% chance of streaming. Probably won't be streaming tomorrow, but yeah, we'll see when that goes. But okay, yeah, next year. You know, it hurts my brain seeing 2022 being year 1 and 2023 being year 2. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, the 2 and the 1 and the 3. And this is a really stupid tangent, but it reminds me of the difference between like a calendar year and fiscal year, because like my company uses fiscal year sometimes, which means like, oh, technically like the beginning of the year is July. And so it's like, oh, 2026 in July, and it's just like, what? It's like, and then it's like, oh, it's already been 3 quarters. It's like already been like 6 months into 2026, and it's like, that's not exactly how that works. But I mean, like, yes, but also no. Yeah, because you'd think 2022 would be like year 2. Yeah, no, I think that's. Yeah, I kind of get what you're thinking there. Yeah, that's how math works sometimes. Actually, no, I'm a math major. But alright, well, let's hop into just chatting real quick. Alright. Well, yeah, alright. Well, with that, thanks all for watching. See you next time. Good luck on all CM runs. Appreciated. Good luck with your CM runs as well. Hope you can get a good Chuval going. And I will try and do the same as well. We'll try and get that going next time. But as for other announcements, fun things, I mean, like I said, probably no stream tomorrow. I mean, I usually don't stream on this day. This was just kind of a special exception because I usually stream on the weekends, but I was busy, so I didn't do any of those. That's why I streamed today. But yeah, probably no stream tomorrow. We'll see if I do anything on Wednesday. Again, 50% chance if I ever do anything. Usually it's on 6 p.m. Pacific time is when I start. But yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe most likely. Friday is always the Fall Guys stuff, and then Saturday is usually my Uma stuff, but like I said, I might actually be busy on Saturday, so it might be a little bit later if I even do a stream on Saturday. But we shall see. I will make announcements as all that is figured out. But anyway, that should be pretty much it for me. So this has been Shino Penguin. That's me, Gino the Penguin. Thank you all so much for watching again, and I hope you all have a good rest of your Monday and a good start to your week. And hope to see you on the future stream. And until then, see y'all later.